Hello, friends and enemies, and welcome to the watch party, day 2 of wrestling. Time for semifinals. We're gonna get underway with a couple Greco semifinals before we get into the medal matches of yesterday, where Amit Elor will be wrestling to try and become the youngest Olympic champion in USA Wrestling history.
Yeah. I saw Richard Immel put out some nice little Amit Elor facts.
Hit us with those fun facts.
I just know one, that she'll be, actually I know two. She'll be 2 months younger than Kyle Snyder was when he won the
He
Olympics.
was 20 years old in 9 months,
9
I
months,
believe.
she'll
And
be 20 and 7. And then the other fun fact, which we all knew, but her birthday's January 1st.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Super
that it
fun
was-
fact.
How do you know it was Richard Immel and not Enzo that put those facts out for USA Wrestling?
Well, it was tweeted from Richard's personal account.
Okay, that's
So
good
unless,
evidence.
Unless Enzo has, that access.
That's pretty
This
good
is
evidence.
if people even know who Richard Immel is, let
Or
alone
Enzo.
Enzo. But shout out to our friends at USA Wrestling. We should
Our friends
mention
at
that
USA
both of those guys wrestle.
they wrestle for USA
They
Wrestling.
wrestle for USA Wrestling. They work on their communications department and do a lot of our similar jobs, except for USA Wrestling.
So we got 4 Greco matches to start us off, and then we'll get into the first semi at 50 kilos, which is Vinesh, and her opponent is the Cuban, right? Lopez, Guzman, and then Sarah Hildebrand will be the 6th match of this session.
And so, if you didn't see this morning, Vinesh Fogat upset Yui Sasaki, who that is the biggest upset in recent memory across the board in international wrestling. Yui Sasaki, is she 5-time world and Olympic champion, I think?
Yeah.
Including Tokyo. Never lost internationally, had only ever lost, I believe, like once, maybe twice to Japanese opponents on the senior level. And also even in cadets and juniors as well. She was multiple-time cadet and junior world champion and U23 world champion.
Yeah, I got the stats here. She's basically doing what Amit Elor did, but at 50 kilos.
Read us the stats.
So 3-time U17 champ from 2014 to 2016, 2-time U20 champ 2018 and 2019. While she was winning junior championships, U20 championships, she was also a 2017 world champion, a 2018 world champion. That's at the senior level. Then she did not wrestle in 2019. She was injured, or after juniors, she didn't wrestle at seniors.
No, she lost. That's when she lost to.
E-Ray,
Yep.
or IR,
I.e.,
yeah, IE.
I.e. Ire.
Yes. Then she won. Then she obliterated everyone at the Tokyo Olympics in 21. Then she won.
Slaughter.
Then she won 22 and 23 worlds. She's never lost internationally is the big thing, and she's got nothing but gold on her resume.
Yeah. All right, a couple of updates from the chat. One, I want you guys to know, DJ said good morning to me personally, and none of you. So I will say
Oh,
good morning
DJ,
to
we
DJ.
share initials, and
Yeah.
you're going to do me like that?
Yeah. So also, Larry Steele, he's back ignoring his
Yes.
family vacation.
Yeah.
He left the lazy
MVP.
river. They're in the lazy river, not Larry. Larry's
Not
watching
Larry.
with us.
Doesn't have a waterproof laptop and Wi-Fi.
We are Larry's family now.
That's right.
Yep.
Only we care about you.
Yep.
Also, you know what? Spay and Kozak, I don't remember who brought it up first. I think it was Kozak. Christopher Moran, very grateful for you bringing up Snyder. He was just wondering about Snyder, and you brought it up just in time.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So, chat, they're locked in.
Yeah. Love the chat.
Well, let's not forget who brought it up first.
Who brought it up first?
Richard Immel.
Enzo, or Enzo.
I brought it up today that she's going to be the youngest Olympic champion in USA Wrestling.
All right, DJ is now
Please give me my credit.
DJ now wishing a hello to Andrew Spay, JD Raider, and John Kozak. So
Hello.
it's a good morning to everybody. And here we go, Larry Steele.
Check out the fans in the background. We got no vuvuzelas, but we do have the boomsticks.
Oh, the
Thundersticks,
boomsticks.
baby.
Hey, Spay, you were at the Worlds in 2015. You remember the Thundersticks?
Yeah.
They
They were everywhere.
They were popping.
Well, I love telling the story of after North Korea. I went just as a fan. I wasn't working.
Me too.
anywhere.
You went to North Korea as a fan.
Well, the North Koreans were done, and it was a very small entourage, but they all had the Thundersticks, and they're walking up, and I thought it was crazy that people from the Hermit Kingdom are just chilling in Las Vegas. This is bizarre, and they're walking right by me on the aisle. So I start like waving and saying, clapping or whatever, and then one of the, I don't know if she was a trainer or a coach, just handed me her thunder sticks. And I said, thank you so much. She goes, here you go.
Yep.
She like knighted you.
Yeah, and so I'm for the rest of Vegas. Do not think for a second I did not take those out to the bars and whatever. We're telling everybody that I had North Korean thunder sticks with me.
So were they like North Korean branded?
That was space pickup line.
Have you ever seen North Korean thunder sticks before?
Were they like the regular, like the ones they were giving out? Were they North Korean branded?
I think they were just whatever was going on. But
All right,
nobody has
but-
to know.
Yeah.
They were owned by North Koreans, and
Yep.
they were gifted to me, an American. So
Trust me,
I was
I
bridging the cultural gap there.
I understand. I think it's great.
We should send you on a diplomacy mission.
The
It's a good idea.
fact that we haven't yet already is a big failure from the state.
You and Dennis Rodman.
I would love to go to North Korea with Mr. Dennis Rock.
Yep.
We got some Greco going on.
Yeah, I think it's 1-1.
Yep.
Just a common score.
Yeah, it's we do have Greco action going on, 77 kilos. And yeah, this is Kusaka from Japan, Amoyan, he's from Armenia, and only one can represent their countries in the gold medal match. And we got a 2-point score here for Japan right at the beginning of the period.
And piece of points.
Yeah, these guys are a good example of why you're just not going to have an easy draw. And a good draw is always relative with the Olympics. 16-man brackets. Kusaka is a reigning bronze medalist and an Asian champion from this year. And Amoyan is a world champ in 21 and also a reigning bronze medalist. So, yes, another champion. I mean, half the guys in the bracket are going to be champs.
Yep.
So you don't buy into the conspiracy theories going around?
There's absolutely no. It's literally going as you would expect it. You are going to get a tough opponent more likely than not in first round. So the best good draw you can get is maybe a guy that's from a weaker continent that qualified for the Olympics that way. So you have
Antarctica is a pretty weak continent.
Antarctica's they have no qualifiers. That's how weak they are. So you get an easier, relatively first round match. But then your second round match is going to be going to be difficult because 8 guys are seeded.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. No easy path.
All right.
I is a man who trusts the blockchain.
If you tell me Ethereum is involved, of course I think it is 100% on the level. Ethereum has never lied to me.
Tom Bystander has 2 important contributions in the chat, okay? First, he wants to know, when do the brackets come out for men's freestyle? Well, the brackets each day are going to come out for the weights that are going to be contested the next day. So we have more Greco-Roman weights tomorrow, but guess what? Tomorrow will be Wednesday, and then Thursday is the first day of men's freestyle. So tomorrow we're going to get some men's freestyle brackets.
And what comes after Thursday? It's
Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Friday. Yeah.
Okay, Tom Bystander's other contribution, he is shouting out Trinity Rodman's game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Is there somebody named
Yeah.
Trinity Rodman that's
She's
related?
on the U.S. women's soccer team.
Is she related to Dennis?
His daughter.
What?
Yeah. She's the one who has the long pink braided hair.
You're telling me that Dennis Rodman's offspring scored a goal
Yeah,
to
she's
win
really
a
good.
game for the United States?
Over Japan
Okay. All right.
in the quarters. Also, on the brackets, it seems like they get released right after the first session is done with. That's the way it happened on Sunday.
Yep.
Or no, Sunday happened, right before, and then this is the way it happened this morning. Was right after that first session was done with, they did all the draws.
Yep. Let's see. There was one other. Oh, Billy Benfield wants a USA chant if Amit wins gold. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we can probably commit to that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling, but we'll keep it at a maybe right now. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Tom Bystander let me know that Dennis Rodman and his daughter have a complicated relationship. So I don't know. We don't have time to get into that. We got 10 seconds left. Japan winning 3-1 here. Oh, man. Little flying squirrel attempt, but kind of a sad one, honestly. That's one of the sadder flying squirrels I've seen.
And then
That's Trinity Rodman, by the way.
She is.
Oh, there's Trinity Rodman right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys wanted to know who Trinity Rodman was.
Good for her. What a champion. USA. All right,
And
Japan winning though.
Japan.
One here.
And this is just semis, so who does that knock out? Let's see here. So all of Moyen's opponents, that knocks out Iran
Oof.
and Finland all had a hope for the repechage.
So long.
Oh, you know what I learned today? You know how smart Americans know that repechage is the international word for wrestlebacks, basically? They, for the first time ever in the Olympics, track and field has repechage now.
Yeah, I heard.
I saw that.
So
How do they do that?
it's normally you have like, let's say, whatever, 4 heats, and then the top 2 make the finals, or that's heats and then semis and then whatever. But
And
you
they
have
do it by time.
And then, so you have to finish top 2, and then the best times of the rest of the heats move on. Well, now they're also taking the best times that don't make it in and making a repechage heat, where if you win that, and I don't know the exact specifics where it's like this many from each heat, and then you have to win the whatever, but they basically like make it like a wild card. Like if you screw up a heat and you were the last person out, you can still get another opportunity. They run another race of all people that are in that. And then if you win repechage, somehow you can make to the final stage.
I saw one video where the guy just kind of like casually jogged because he's like, all right, I'm just going to make it. I'm going to rest, recover. And then I know I'm already going to be in repechage.
I wonder if he's doing like multiple events and he needs to
I don't know.
Serve energy.
Yeah. I think it was he already had a really good time.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to be one race away. So I think it like limited the amount of races he would have to do. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Apparently there's an article, I'm looking for it now, on FloTrack, our sister site, that explains repechage.
Okay.
Do you guys want to know another tie that we have to an American professional athlete in the Olympics? You guys remember Randall Cunningham?
Yeah, the quarterback for
the Eagles.
Scramble like Randall, as Jay-Z said.
Yep, scramble like Randall. Guess what? He's got a daughter, and she was 5th in the high jump.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, congrats to Randall Cunningham and his daughter. Good for her.
But no congratulations to Randall Cunningham, because he used to torture my beloved New York Giants.
Yeah, sorry, Randall. So wait. Are you happy that his daughter was 2 spots away from a medal in the high jump?
I hope his daughter has great success representing the United States of America. If she starts playing for the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm out.
Okay.
Here's the article by Corey Mull. What is a repechage round at the Olympics? Here's what to know.
Okay.
Look at that pistachio.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. What is a repechage round?
Mike Smith, our friend, he says you guys should do a watch party for the early sessions, as the British guy is brutal to listen to. Well, the British guy is doing his best. I will assure you of that. But we will do an early watch party starting on Thursday, and then Friday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday. So we're gonna make it early. Not today, not tomorrow, but after that, we'll be in here. We'll be early. We'll be in this studio.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday.
Yep, that's right.
That's a line from something, right?
It sounds like it should be.
Casablanca.
Yep. All right, so Japan, the first to earn a medal. Hey, there's a question in the chat that I think is kind of interesting. Why did the Olympics start with a meet and her weight on the first day of competition and not Sarah Hildebrandt's weight? That's the lowest weight.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I think we've theorized about that a little bit. My guess is, I think a meet maybe was the favorite. I think they're, maybe getting some storylines going about a very young Olympian. We'll see. I don't know. They combined that with the Mian Lopez potential storyline on day 1. So I don't know. You're thinking about storylines. It's like the Amita Lore storyline could be good. Plus, if American fans are invested, that's probably good for viewership. Those are my guesses. What do you guys think?
I was just going to add, they also had Kumba Laroc there as well to start it off.
Oh, good point.
So good to get the French fans.
Yeah,
French
I think it
fans
was Kumba.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
Get the French fans.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys saw some of the judo. It was in the same event space there, the Champ de Mars or whatever it's called, 8,000 fans strong, and they were going absolutely bonkers for judo. I mean, the French people came out. That's a big sport there. That's like their favorite combat sport.
Spencer Lee's mom.
Spencer Lee's mom famously was a French judoka.
Judoka. Yep.
And I think Kumba Laroc is the only French, maybe one of the only wrestlers. I don't know. So that'd be a good theory, trying to get her front and center.
Spay, I want you to know I appreciate you talking about the track repechage, despite the fact that EJ Newton in the chat says that nobody cares about track repechage. So, I do care. I do care. You know what?
I don't hate EJ Newton for saying no one cares about track. There's a lot of sports at the Olympics that, frankly, we all don't care about.
Yeah. Ben Watcher 143 wants to know, does NBC choose the order? I think they probably have something to do with it. I would imagine.
I think probably the other sports is where they're bothering with. I got to be honest. I don't think NBC has really got like the wrestling order on their radar as far as like tasks.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Like swimming and track and field and gymnastics are the big three, and they get paid more by the IOC. The NBC like gets the best rate. Like that's what they really care about.
Yeah.
Wrestling is lumped in there with the other ones where you're like, oh hey, here's some fencing medals that we won.
My guess, like, we had the opportunity to be out in Colorado Springs during an Olympic team camp this summer. And, we met some people from like Team USA and, like the whatever Olympic, like just a sort of more Olympic focused people. There were some NBC people there too. And I do think that there are probably people in charge of programming each sport and deciding for each sport, like what's going to be the order, what's going to be, whatever. And so it's probably not some super high up person at NBC, but I do think there is, a representative and somebody who's in charge, and trying to make the best out of whatever sport they're in charge of, so that, for a lot of these people, they're probably hoping eventually they're going to go do the women's gymnastics broadcast, or they're going to go do, swimming or whatever it is.
Yeah, that sounds similar to how the NCAA has their guys. It's like everything is to climb your way up to the NCAA basketball tournament. So NCAA basketball D1 men's is a lot like the Olympics.
Yep.
Can you tell us the order for men's freestyle?
Yes, I can.
While you're looking that up, by the way, it's a 6-0 lead right now for Kazakhstan over Azerbaijan. So if you're a big fan of the wrestler Zedrayev from Kazakhstan, you're probably feeling pretty good. But if you're a Suleimanov fan, you got some work to do.
Pretty sure Suleimanov is working on a bum wheel here. He's really favoring that left knee.
Silly Mainoff.
He's got a wrap all around that bum wheel too.
So the first two weights are they're going to be popping off on Thursday, but we start with Spencer Lee and the 57 kilo guys, and Aaron Brooks and the 86 kilogram guys.
57, 86.
And then next is 125, the heavies, and Paris, and 74, Kyle Dake.
Okay.
And then we conclude things with 97 and 65. Snyder and the Zane Train.
And Kennedy Blades is on that last day too.
Yep. 76 for the women is the last one, 62 before that, and then 57 for the women is paired with 57 and the men.
There you go. Yeah, they went in weight class order after 68.
Yeah.
Started. Yeah.
They front loaded that. So France does have 3 competitors in wrestling. One Greco-roman at 67, never heard of the guy. One at women 62, don't know much about her. And then Kumbaluruk at 68. And she at least has 4 world medals.
Pretty good.
So I think they were probably trying to showcase her.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like maybe put her last then.
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Second period underway here for Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan, 77 kilos Greco. Let's see. Ooh, RJ Piper has a theory.
What's up, RJ?
His theory is that someone named Kale will probably win one day the Olympics. We got a lot of Kales wandering around in wrestling, but is there a real likely Kale right now in your mind? I mean, we keep a pretty close eye on the youth wrestling scene, the high school wrestling scene. I don't know.
It would have to continue being a strong name.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a guy in middle school now or something.
Are there any Kales ranked in the top 5 in high school?
The first one that like comes to mind, let's see. Let me think here.
JD, are Iowans still naming their kids Kale? Because I feel like Iowa probably has the highest per capita of Kales.
Yeah, I
the
don't know
spelling.
anymore. I don't know
You know
too
who?
many kids 8 and under.
How many of your friends back in Iowa are having babies?
Not that many.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Got some time.
You know who's probably like the closest, but still some work to do? Cale Hughes.
So I was thinking Cale Hughes and Cale Happel.
Cale Happel, yep. You got Cale Voinovich, but
That's different spelling.
that's a different spelling, but it's
It counts.
it's also maybe Serbia, so
Mhm.
we'll see.
Speaking of Serbia, we should probably mention the news that Stevan Micic is out. So
Knee injury.
yeah, he will not be in the bracket. And the last I heard was Iran is going to get the spot. That Serbia doesn't have a replacement ready. I heard Tuskayev was transferring, but I guess won't be ready in time. I don't know.
Really?
And then it's not going to be Sarlacc. It would be somebody else.
Raza,
No.
the
Something
little
with a
junior
V.
guy.
Belizada.
Yeah.
He competed at Worlds last year, I think. He's tough.
Yeah.
He beat the Azeri. Rizazade.
Yep.
Keith Gothard's in the chat, guys. So
What's up, Keith?
Let's see. He cannot wait for the 4 a.m.s because that's when he's going to do his cardio. 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
with the watch party.
Tell Keith to put on some Megadeth when he does that.
Okay, Keith, put on some Megadeth, but it might be harder to hear the watch party.
Well, you can watch the watch party.
Maybe you put the Megadeth in the one ear and the watch party in the other.
Nothing goes better than the watch party than Megadeth.
We play the Megadeth.
I just got to call Dave Mustaine and get the rights to all of his music.
And Keith Gothard, he has a rumor that the name Kale, that's out in Iowa, and he's a neighboring. He's in Illinois. It's a neighboring state. He says
That's
that,
right.
He says a lot of people are naming their kids Echemendia. That's his theory. So
Keith,
we'll see.
stop it.
6-1 as time is running down here, and 77 kilo Greco. Looking like our man from Kazakhstan, Zadrayev, going to hang on. There it is.
So that means
6-1.
all right. So that eliminates. All right. So that keeps the shark alive. Akjul Makhmudov, who beat Kamal Bey. Unfortunately, Zadrayev, the Kazakh guy, eliminated Bey when he beat Kyrgyzstan, Makhmudov, the shark. But that eliminates Zoltan of Hungary and Manat Sakanian of Bulgaria.
Can you look up how many medals, Olympic medals, Kazakhstan has won?
In what? Or
Wrestling.
like ever?
Yeah.
I don't know. That would give me a minute.
Yeah, it's a hard one to win. Yeah, that's a good question. What's going on in the chat here? Oh, Larry Steele's back. Oh, wow. Choo Choo. He says the train will be coming. The ultimate international grinder is going to get it done. He's talking Zane Train. What do you guys think? Is he going to get it done? Kozak, you're our
They've
foremost
only won
international.
7 medals previously.
This is
Kyrgyzstan?
in what? Olympics or Worlds?
7 summer games and 7 winter games. Oh no, they appeared in 7 and they have won 7 medals total.
I think if Zayn is drawn on the top side,
Not just
have it.
wrestling.
he'll have a really good chance to medal. Okay. If he's stuck on the bottom side, I think he'll have to get through Amuzad.
This is their 7th wrestling
Zayev.
medal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Larry Steele, he is particularly invested in Zane for a reason that might surprise you. He and his wife named their child after Zane.
Ooh.
But he's not good with names. We know that because he was Ashlyn in the FloWrestling chat for forever. And his wife's mom, his mom ordered the baby shower decorations, and they spelled it Zane instead of Zian.
So they named after Zane Richards.
So then they just kept it because you got the baby shower decorations. You're not gonna.
You already paid for the decorations.
I mean, you're not gonna pay for 2.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay for 2 pieces of decorations. So now all of a sudden, he's named after Zane Richards. So anyway, that's wild.
Zane may be on the upswing.
Zane, but you know what? Either Zane, I think, good namesakes.
I see a lot of Davids.
Yeah,
David Taylor, David Bray.
that's right.
Okay, yeah, you're right, JD. It wasn't that hard to find. 6 total Olympic medals in wrestling, 1 in judo, and this would be their first gold of any sport. Mm-hmm. And then I got the World Championships as well. Yeah, ever.
They've only won medals 6 in wrestling and 1 in judo.
Wow.
I mean, they've only existed as a country that competes at the Olympics since '96.
Yeah.
And then in World Wrestling Championships, they only have 26 total medals and 8 gold.
Okay.
So that is the Kyrgyzstani roundup. Now let's enjoy the white bear, they call him, Alexanian.
They have another good shot with Tiny Bakova at a gold.
Yeah. Well, and she's not going to win, but Jumana Zhirova made the finals. Right? Or no, she just... What happened at 72? Or 68?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in
That's
the
a
final.
neat-
That's the final. That's, yeah.
But we need her to lose.
No, that's probably why
we
you
believe
brought it
she
up,
will
right?
lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then they're going to get another medal. No, never mind.
All right.
You were thinking the guy that just made the
I
finals.
thought that's what JD was bringing it up because somebody just won in Greco, but no, separate. I got too many tabs open, folks. I can't keep everything straight.
Wow.
This should actually be a decent match between Armenia and Cuba.
Okay.
They
I got Alexanian here.
Well, Rosillo beat him in last year's World Championship Finals.
You're acting like I didn't watch it. Who do you guys got in the chat? Who do you think is making this thing happen?
I'm gonna get some picks up so people can see who we're.
What was that match like for people that don't remember it, JD?
Rocio won.
Okay,
Got the job done. Got his hand raised.
that's true. Yeah,
There's probably a force parterre in there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Which is what we're about to get here.
There's a picture of Alexanian.
what a beast.
Well, it's not up yet. Soon.
He's a beast, whether the people can see the picture or not.
Yes.
Uh-oh, forced parterre. Here we go. Alexanian
There
going
he is.
down.
Look at him.
There's our beastly man. But he got beat.
Oh, he's going through
Oh,
the
boy.
middle.
Oh,
Oh,
boy. Oh, he got the
he
turn.
flipped him.
Oh, Alexanian's on top.
They only gave him 2.
Alexanian's elbow to elbow, but he's not real invested in this turn. Oh boy. Oh
now
boy.
he-
Got it. Look at the way he adjusted. And there's the guy that beat him last year. So these are
Oh,
massive
boy.
guys. Another turn.
Wow, Alexanian making my prediction look pretty good here. He's up 5-3.
Is that who you predicted?
Yeah, I did predict it.
Yeah, I think in the.
I said I got Alexanian, and then everybody said,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
well, he lost to Cuba."
Okay.
I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I watched that."
How many of you guys did the pick'em for wrestling journalists with USA Wrestling that Gary Abbott organized?
I submitted mine.
JD? Slacker.
I did not.
Slacker. You
don't-
used to work for the man. You were his protege.
I know.
People don't know JD Rader started as an intern at USA Wrestling, working hand in hand with
Side by side.
Gary Abbott, a literal Hall of Famer. David, did you submit your picks?
I only submitted mine to Kozak.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me directly.
Those were Just Men's Freestyle.
How do you know?
That's on the same doc. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, that's how you know.
I do feel like Greco is harder to predict. For
Oh, yeah.
a few reasons. Number one, we're not as much of experts in Greco.
Correct.
But then also, so much of it just comes down to who gets on top and who gets their turn.
Yeah.
So
There's less predictability.
it's all luck. Picking
Well,
picking it is all luck.
These guys would
No.
disagree.
Not these
Alexanian,
guys.
All luck.
Alexanian,
A lot of it
he
is.
would have probably been my pick no matter what, because I remember his name for a long time.
Well, he's
Okay, here's a question from Bryson Davis in the chat. Did Hildebrandt beat the Mongolian the last time they wrestled? No. Bryson, she lost. But the time before that, she won. But the time before that, she lost. So
That's what we call a toss up.
if you want to watch the most optimistic time, you can go over to the FloWrestling YouTube or to our website. And we got that match archive. You know, it's right up there on the top of the site. Check it out.
so this would be Alexanian's fourth Olympic medal.
Wow. How old is he?
He is a mere 32.
Whew.
Dang.
And he's an upper weight. He could keep going for another. We could see him in LA. So in 12, it was bronze. In Rio 2016, gold, and in Tokyo it was silver. And he's also a 4-time world champ.
So he's won every color so far?
He's won every color. He's already got the complete set.
Yeah.
He's got a matching set. So anything on top of that, gravy.
Does he have 2 bronzes?
Well, not at the Olympics. At Worlds.
Win the double bronze.
Yes, we could win the double bronze.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's just all him on the podium. You
Correct.
deposit the picture, and it's just him standing there in every position.
What do you guys think about Mario Ramirez parlay in the chat? He's got Amit, Brooks, and Zane parlay.
Oof. It's got a shot.
Zane's the toughest one.
I would need to see
they're
what
all.
kind of odds you got on it.
The fact that Yui Sasaki lost means forget it. There are
Anything,
no.
yeah.
She was the
No
biggest.
safe bets.
She was the biggest favorite of any, except for Mihan. Although I saw sportsbooks had Mihan as plus money, which is insane. They're all going to lose money if people bet smart at Greco heavyweight. But Yui Sasaki, I saw her at negative 1,000, so that was 10-1. She was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Mihan, I feel like it's always in the back of your mind. It's like, all right, he's getting older, so he's got to slow down.
Yeah,
at some point.
There's the reasoning for he's 40. He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Yui Sasaki's 25.
Yeah, and all she's done, we've already said it, is just beat people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susaki. That was a seismic result. That was as big as Burroughs losing in 16. When you think about how it changes the conversation about what her legacy is as a wrestler, what kind of she's not going to go back to, if she goes back to back, it's going to have to be LA and then I think Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
And all the Yoshidas, all the Ichos, those comparisons are out.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll still be comparison and
It depends on what she goes on and does.
the eras are different. I don't want to be like, well, her legacy is now garbage. But
That's what you're saying, though.
I'm saying when you match up those results, there's a blemish there that a lot of other all-time greats don't have.
She does have a blemish.
At the very end, her last match.
Right.
Speaking of all-time greats, Luca Carroll in the chat is asking, is Amit going to be the best American wrestler ever by the time it's all said and done? And here's the thing, Luca, when we already brought it up, Susaki, she got beat today. She had never lost ever. You can't predict that about somebody until they do it. I think, she has put herself in position as a young wrestler to be able to do that, but she hasn't even won this Olympics yet. We gotta watch it and see. She
Congrats
could
on
be
your victory right now, David.
but yeah,
Nice pick.
4 Olympic medals for that guy.
look at Alexanian.
for Armenia.
The white
He's in the
bear.
finals. The White Bear, 5-3, just like I predicted.
You predicted the score too.
How do you say white bear in Armenian?
Google Translate. You got that, JD?
Nope.
You have your phone, Kozak?
I do. It's right there.
You got Translate on there?
I don't know.
So Rocio is only 25, so we should see him for a while. I like his chances at getting a bronze. Here's who will have to wrestle in the winner of between 2 guys in the repechage. So Korea, Kim from South Korea, and everybody's favorite Uzbekistan wrestler, Asakalov.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people like him so much?
Probably because his first name is Rustam, and that's a cool first name.
It is cool.
And then, the last name, whatever.
So this is just the 10th Olympic wrestling medal for Armenia.
Really? Wow.
Well, that's another country that's only
Why
been
not?
around since 96, so.
Uh-oh. Mike
Mariana
Smith,
Villascusa in that.
Mike Smith had Susaki in a 6-leg parlay, and he thought for sure he was locked in. That's the thing. You never know.
Oh, I got a feeling Susaki blew up a lot of parlays.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not going to bet negative 1,000, but you're like, okay, well, this is the biggest lock of them all, so why not give myself a little extra juice on these other bets?
I wonder if that was in Avery Gaming's 17-leg parlay.
If it wasn't, it'd be wild.
Yep. Z in the chat,
So only
Armenia just
18
beat
weights.
Cuba. Yes, that's right. That's right.
What's that?
Oh, I just saying Z in the chat said that Armenia just beat Cuba in 97 kg, which, yes, sir. Yep,
Absolutely.
got it.
The other thing about Armenia is there's no. I mean, it's a predominantly Eastern Orthodox Christian country, but they do not have a women's wrestling team.
Thank you. Z did not bring that up.
So that might hurt their medal count, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Iran never wins the best combined of all three styles because they're just missing all the women's wrestlers.
It's Armenia's second medal at this Olympics. They won silver in the men's gymnastics vault.
Oh, they got a vaulter.
Dang.
And they got the white bear.
What do you guys think about that U.S. gymnast who only does the pommel horse? That's it.
Specialist.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
He's the fourth horseman, and that's it.
I think, yeah, that's the way to do it.
Why not?
Well, you would win the team gold if you had, how many apparati are there? 6 for men's?
Men, yeah.
Yeah. So you get 6 specialists. Forget it. Game over. You get the
But
best.
don't you only have 5 people on the team?
Yeah.
You have 1 double specialist.
Okay.
Do I have to think of everything? It's a good plan.
Okay. All right.
All right. We coming up now?
We got what? 2 more matches?
Oh, we got to root for. We want Joe Rao back in the repechage. We got to root for Iran over Egypt here.
Oh yeah.
I got my money on Saravi.
Yeah.
Tokyo bronze, 21 gold, 22 and 23 bronze.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he was my pick in the journalist pick him.
Over Alexanian?
I think so.
Well, me and David.
But I don't remember. Like I said, with Greco, I kind of just guessed. So we'll see.
He is, Saravi is from Mazandaran,
Iran. Oh.
where many, and Iran, yeah. The section of Iran that is on the south shores of the Caspian Sea. Many great wrestlers come from there, including Hassan Yazdani and Reza Yazdani.
What about Amir Yazdani?
Also Amir, also Baby Yaz. Only Baby Yaz and Hassan are related, though. I'm pretty sure Reza is not.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Falcon the Wrestler. Big question. He hasn't heard any Iranian horns. Where are they?
I heard they banned the vuvuzelas. No noisemakers,
Wow.
except thundersticks, apparently.
That's anti-wrestling. But, I don't know. It's the French. It's their right.
I didn't mind them so much. It's when there's like a constant buzzing and chanting and cheering, it's okay. When there's like 2 or 3 people that are just nonstop yelling or making noise, that can be annoying.
Yeah.
I forget what country it was, but last year at Worlds, one of the fan sections brought a couple drums, big drums.
Yeah.
And they had some chants going with the drums. That was pretty fun. I feel like at Worlds though, it's obviously a little more wide open. Can do a little bit more.
Yeah, they usually have, because there's a lot of sessions and not everybody's there for every team and every style. I will say the tradition that USA Wrestling seems to be starting of bringing cowbells to events.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think
why not?
I don't know. I'm not a big cowbell fan.
Cowbell it up.
I think
Sounds like
it makes you an enemy for other fan bases.
Yeah, they're like,
you
why are
know?
you bringing this clanging bell sound? Feels like a college football or high school football thing. Which, hey,
Like,
that's American
Mississippi State.
culture, but what's that?
Mississippi State, they're known for the cowbell.
They are known, yeah.
All right. It's 1-0. Iran in the lead. Saravi. So that's good. Now 2-0. Forced parterre
Points
opportunity.
are flying up.
Yeah, the points are flying up. We're averaging about 1 every 45 seconds. And we're going to have a forced parterre opportunity here for Saravi.
How does that compare to the normal points per 45 seconds on Greco medal matches or Greco Olympic matches?
This is actually a little bit higher. Points
So-
per 45 seconds.
Amir and Reza Yazdani are cousins.
Yes.
Yes. And Hassan is a distant relative of Amir.
Oh, Amir and Reza.
Yes, Reza is
cousins.
related.
My bad. Thank you.
They are
Ben.
all related.
Oh, they're all related.
Wow, look at this. We got a real...
Well, if
Distant.
2 are related to 1, then they are distantly all have to be distantly.
Well, no, you could be related to the same person and not be related to each other.
Yeah, if there's a marriage or something in there.
Amir and Reza are closer. They're like actual cousins.
Yeah.
Hassan is a distant relative of Amir.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the
Of Reza.
What that means?
Reza to Hassan.
Yeah, and it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, we call each other cousin, but we just like grew up real close to each other or something.
We got to get on Ancestry.com and check.
Need the tree.
Yeah, can you get on that?
Yeah.
All right, here's a question for you people that like betting odds. All right, Frank Manning. He doesn't want to change the subject, but then he went ahead and did it. Shed some light on the Cody situation. How is Dake still the betting favorite despite Cody having beaten Dake? Well, betting favorites are not really like who's the best to win. It's like where's the money going to go, right?
That and also Kyle Dake won the bracket with Cody in it after that. And Kyle Dake has had more success internationally than Cody outside of the 2021 Olympics.
There you go.
Yeah, is it two things at play? So like, if you
I
know,
shouldn't have said Kyle Dake won. He got silver to Sidakov, and Cody lost to
Kugi.
Kugi,
yes.
and Kyle beat Kugi, so through the
transitive property.
yeah, it's definitely what David just said. If everybody's betting on the American, then the book needs to balance the odds so that they don't get wiped out if the guy that everybody bet on wins. Mm-hmm. And then they have to make sure that they're not then opening up a giant position for someone to come in later and the sharps, as they call it, bet all of the guy that actually is going to win because the odds are now skewed because of.
But I also think we would all probably pick Dake.
I would.
Yeah, right now in a rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Dake.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why he's the favorite.
Yep. Yeah, get that rabbit killer.
But then he's a minus 700 favorite. Like, that's probably not proportional.
Right.
But that's where the money comes into play. He would be, what, like a minus like 250 or something.
Yeah.
But then
We need Vegas expert Brock Height and Flow contributor
right.
to explain it, because he had a nice thread. Go look him up on Twitter. What is he?
Sakabu.
Yeah. About like to win gold, you have to think about the 3 matches ahead of time.
Right.
If it's even money, it should be a big underdog to win gold. Because if it's a coin flip to win 3 matches in a row, it's actually like it's 1/8 or something.
Saravi up 6-0 now, so Joe Rao's chances of getting pulled back in are looking a little better all the time.
I also think a lot of those odds with Kyle Dake as a huge favorite came out pre-Caddy being pulled back in to the Olympics. Because at one point he was out.
Yeah. He was
Yeah. We got a pic of Saravi here. This is a guy who's about to win about to. He's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. There he is. He's waving to everybody. That's actually from Paris.
That's a Paris pick.
It's a Paris pick. Our guy Tony Rotundo he makes the broadcast a lot because he's literally next to the stage, snapping away, getting these great picks.
We're getting close to Sarah Hildebrandt's match. She's in the hole now.
So this website, mykel.com, says Hassan is a distant relative of Reza.
Okay. So they're all related.
Distantly.
Beautiful family tree.
Oh, we got somebody tweeting at us. Petersburg of Petersburg King.
King Petersburg?
Burger King of Kings. Ryland is in. What's the Ryland instead of Kale? Kale's out.
Oh.
Names.
Oh, that's a new name.
We're going back to names.
I thought you
Ryland.
meant at 57 kilograms.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Anybody named Ryland?
Kale Sanderson no longer wrestles at 57 kilos.
Ryland.
Ryland. Who's that? Is that a famous person?
Ryland?
I know
Like Mark Ryland?
Mark Ryland, but it's spelled differently.
Yeah.
It's not why. It's I.
The first response for Google is Ryland Adams.
You guys ready for a little more betting talk? This is coming from Mick Kwok.
Quack.
Mick Kwok. If you like betting, you need to come to Australia. You can bet on not only wrestlers to win, but also wrestlers to medal and to make the final.
That would be good.
He got Saravi at plus 310 to make the final, just to make the final.
That's great.
So congrats, Mick Kwok. Hope you put a lot of money down on that.
So for 2028, we're all going to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right now, Saravi in very good position to make the final.
6-0, 30 seconds to go. Vinesh.
We actually we got some sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Vinesh, the Indian wrestler who beat Susaki, when was the last time she wrestled at 50? Because I know she was at 53 for a while.
I will investigate this claim.
So Saravi wins 6-0.
Oh yeah, she spends a lot of her time at 53.
Mhm.
She was at 50 for the Asian Games in 2018. Also the Commonwealth Games of this.
Where did so Sarah Hildebrandt wrestled there in 2019 at the Kolov? What weight was that at?
She wrestled at 50 at the ranking series this year.
Okay.
And at the Asian qualifier
Yeah.
this year.
You want to know when the Kolov was in 19
Where she
or
wrestled.
what weight that was?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So Sarah Hildebrandt wrestled Vinesh in 2019, and she got pinned, but it was kind of a weird match. The way she got pinned, she was trying to finish head outside, and she got whipped over. But definitely a winnable match for her.
All right, let's see. At the Dan Koloff, that was at 53 kilos.
53.
Okay.
It was 4-2. Right, okay. Sarah and Vinesh both at 53. And then Vinesh lost to Pang of China.
Yeah.
If you're looking for, it's Vinesh Fogat, like in real life. But at UWW, if you're looking up her stats and background, it's Vinesh.
Vinesh.
Because of that weird thing of Indian passports. They don't bother with last names.
And then back to Ancestry.com, that's Bajrang's sister-in-law, I think.
Cousin-in-law, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think she's...
Oh, she's not one of the...
Bajrang married... It's the wrestling
Fogat
family. And
sisters.
Bajrang wife is a Fogat. But I
But
believe they're
Vinesh
cousins.
is a cousin.
Yeah, and not sisters. But maybe they're sisters.
Here comes
Might be sister.
women's freestyle coming to the mat now, 50 kilos.
There's the lady in question.
Vinesh right there. There she is. Man, what an upset for her this morning. Earth shattering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Making my coffee. Kind of, I noticed that it was only 2-0. I was like, all right, Yui's going to win this one.
There she is. We got a picture of her.
And then it was like 15 seconds, 10 seconds left.
Yeah, crazy.
Both Japanese women have lost so far, and I think it would have been a good bet to have just, if you don't know anything, just bet on Japanese women to win. And they both lost, one in the quarters and now one in the round of 16, and it was all in last 10 seconds.
Wow.
You like that commentary?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that.
Figuratively.
I think that comment is always figurative.
Hopefully. All right, now that I've finished my coffee. Are you guys tummy starting to growl? It's noon right now.
Well, David and I made sure to snack up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
snacked up. I got a couple
snacked
meat.
also.
I got a couple meat sticks. I got some popcorners.
Oh, so you guys thought of everything.
I did one meat stick.
And nobody was like, oh, Spay, are you going to snack up?
Well, you were sitting right next to me, Spain. I said, I'm going to snack up because we're going to be here until like 3.
Yeah, and then you didn't say, you should probably do the same thing. This is good advice from
I did not
from
hold your
JD.
hand.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, what's stopping
You always hold my hand when we go to Snack Nation together.
What's stopping you from going out and getting some lunch after this match?
Yeah, last
Little break.
Yeah,
Or
yes-
after Sarah's match.
And then,
Yesterday-
eating it right into the microphone.
Yeah, yesterday you had your own. You had the
Nice.
entire bag
What
of
if we
potatoes
both
to
bring a
yourself.
bunch of
Eat it
food?
right there.
And then for the rest of the watch party, it's us just nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
Yesterday you had an entire bag of pedos to yourself.
Let's not talk about that snack.
What? It's a snack. I don't know.
So Sarah Hildebrand also, she teched the Cuban girl, I think either this year or last year.
DJ pointing out Sarah is the next match. Yes, DJ, thank you for keeping us on task. Sarah Hildebrandt on deck.
And it's still 0-0 in the other semi.
And this is big for thinking about Susaki's legacy too. Looks a lot better to have a bronze medal than
No medal.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what stings. I mean, obviously it stings for Jordan a lot more, but he definitely could have won bronze when he got pulled back into repechage, but then the next loss to Abdurakhmanov, we don't have to talk about it.
Just a broken heart, yeah.
I think he's, like 4-1 or 5-1 internationally against Bexad.
Yeah.
And that's no discredit to Bexad. He won that match. 0-0 and Cuba's on the clock halfway through this first period.
Fogat rocking the Jordan socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see those very often in wrestling.
Especially not from international wrestlers. She respects the greatness of Michael Jordan, though. I saw a reel from USA Wrestling, and a lot of the Team USA wrestlers and staff picked Michael Jordan as their top athlete of all time.
Wow.
Saw that too. Not Kyle Snyder, though.
He said LeBron James.
That's right.
The other part of the story with Vinesh, obviously huge upset, but I know she was in the midst of that, the allegations of abuse against coaches and administrators, against in the Indian Federation. That's like a story that builds this run here. Is I think they actually kept her out, they kept her from competing because she was a part of that. Which, if you don't know that story, I don't know.
It's tough to. I mean, it's the Indian press is all over it, and there's a lot of newspapers that covered it. But yeah, you only know bits and pieces from what you can gather. But I do also know that I think it's WFI, the Wrestling Federation of India, was suspended by UWW. But I think it was
That's why they competed under UWW the past couple of years instead of India.
And they had some governance concerns, and I believe there may have been some lack of payments. I don't know, but it all kind of ties together with not the best federation.
Well, I think they were supposed to hold elections, but the people that were running were also in the midst of this legal case of abuse, and so they just pushed elections off, and they just didn't hold them. So then UWW was like, "All right, you guys can't be part of a."
That's not good governance.
I do think that the athletes and coaches, or the athletes probably were hoping for a little bit more media attention to that issue. It sounds like Vinesh at the Olympics has just totally bypassed the mixed zone, and the impression. This is talking to our man Andy Hamilton, who's there on the ground. The impression is that it's related to this situation, and just sort of, all right, I'm going to handle my business, but right now I'm not going to be talking to the media. So
well, and her coach isn't an Indian. He's from either Bulgaria or Hungary or something like that. I saw online somewhere. So yeah, there's a whole deeper story there for sure.
I have heard that India is a complicated, just in general complicated with country of 1.6 billion or whatever it is, and a lot of different communities involved having to come together. And coaching is different there, in that you have the WFI, but then a lot of people bring in different coaches, and then getting paid by the Indian Federation is a whole nother thing. And
all right, I gotta interject here because DJ in the chat is spewing just a little bit of misinformation, slight misinformation.
Okay.
He's saying that Japan's wrestler at 68 got eliminated, which is not true. So
She's going
she
for
is
bronze.
in the bronze medal match. We're going to see her later this session. So
Eliminated from gold medal contention.
she's not going to be in the gold medal match, but she can still get a bronze. So if we're thinking about team legacy and team score, there is no official team score, but guess what? We're going to keep the team score. We're going to keep an unofficial team score over at flowwrestling.org. John Kozak's on that.
Oh, there's a nice attack.
Man, look at that. Vinesh looking to score again. And they offered it to her. I don't know.
Confirmed. It's on the
I'm
board.
a little surprised they confirmed that. Are you guys surprised, or was that good?
You got a challenge if I didn't see Cuba hit the challenge thing if you don't like that score.
Yeah,
It was definitely quick,
I thought she
so
was still on the leg, but yeah, that's going to be.
that's
Yeah, it
too-
doesn't matter now.
that's good savvy wrestling. It's just keep her there. This is what happened. You can just run the clock out if you have your opponent in danger. Who was Jordan Oliver wrestling in the Tokyo qualifier? And he got stuck in danger position, so he was past 90 degrees.
Gadziev?
What's that?
Was it Gadziev?
I don't remember.
Polish dude?
That's who he lost to.
Was that? Yeah. And it was. He had like 90 seconds left in the match. He gets stuck in that position, and the ref's not gonna break it out. There's no stalemate there. So 5-0 now. Looks like Vinesh is on her way to an Olympic medal.
All right, talking about team title, Bray. I think it's time to start the discussion. The Olympics has to start a dual team championship, right?
Man, you know what?
America's favorite debate.
Somebody was in the chat yesterday complaining about the Wrestling World Cup, saying they don't like it. I think it's cool, but it's a different thing.
Yeah, the World Cup, just like everything else in wrestling, like the ranking series,
Getting buy-in.
You have to get the people to show up, and if you can get the guys to wrestle, let's say just 5 times or 6 times a year, you got 4 ranking tournaments, the World Championships, and the World Cup. If you can do 6 tournaments, you want it to be those, but
Yeah.
then there's other tournaments, there's domestic stuff,
Larry Steele is expecting for Vinesh to gas, but look, Larry, not only does she have a pretty good tank, India as a country, they're kind of known for that gas tank. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry, Larry. I know you're taking away lazy river time to be part of this, but I think you might be wrong here. Here we go.
She did it.
Vinesh into the finals. And Susaki back in. There you go.
Bringing the coach to tears.
Yeah.
Proud Indian coach. Representing his nation. Just kidding. What was that score? 5-0, 6-0?
6-0, yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
5-0, yeah.
5-0.
I was going to say 5-0.
1-2-2.
It is Bajrang's sister-in-law.
Okay.
She's one of the sisters. I think there's 6 of them.
One of the 6 sisters.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sarah Hildebrandt coming up.
This is our award-winning graphic we put up earlier, by the way.
Oh man, yeah. They're showing the match that Sarah Hildebrandt lost in the, or they show the one that she won.
Yeah, her bronze medal.
But her
against
semi,
Ukraine.
you guys remember her semi? She was up by 9, and she got pinned.
From Tokyo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Come on, Sarah. Chat, how we feeling? Sarah Hildebrandt coming up. Luca Carroll with a Let's Go, Sarah.
Man, this Mongolian she's wrestling is so short. The Wikipedia has her listed at 4'9". It might be a little generous, but that makes her like just a really tricky matchup for Sarah.
Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, it's hard to know exactly, but armchairing it, it's like Sarah often uses her length to her advantage because she's a very tall 50-kilogram wrestler. But this Mongolian is used to wrestling people who are taller than her, so she knows how to counter people that are using their length.
Yeah.
It's a theory anyway.
Yeah, in both of the matches that Sarah lost to this Mongolian, she kind of got in like weird little scramble positions and then gave up more than just a takedown. Gave up exposure at least once. Just kind of like over wrestled in some positions. So I feel like if she just wrestles smart.
That's the danger of scrambling in freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it so exciting, some would say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby.
Points can come at any time. Man, that's got to be... Think of the adrenaline walking out on a stage like that. And this is what's so great about these Olympics. Even Rio was not as amped as far as the audience. I mean, there was a decent crowd, but obviously Tokyo was empty because of COVID. This feels like, oh, finally the Olympics is where you get to, very few times you get a packed house and this kind of audience. Gorjov.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Here we go.
So Sarah's had trouble. She's been able to get to the Mongolian's left leg with her single leg, but has had trouble finishing it in the 2 matches she lost. But the one match she won, she got 4 takedowns and a leg lace.
Yeah.
For a tech.
Man, this is making me a little nervous, but come on. She's got this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Man, you guys seem a little nervous. Nobody's saying anything.
I'm a little nervous.
Dolgorjov, is that how you would say that, Spay?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on the Mongolian names.
Okay.
I do know they all have like really cool, like they're all named like Iron Shield, and like they translate into warrior and actual cool names.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Hildebrandt looking like she's trying to pull this wrestler down into short offense, and she scored a few go-behinds from that position earlier this morning.
She was really forcing that front headlock this morning.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, let's go, Sarah. With
Easy.
You want to say do that all day?
The lace.
I want to say do it once, get to the lace, and then end it. But
it's like don't get messed up in those scrambles. Keep the legs and everything away, and just
and maybe that's the game plan. You get her down, and then you got the angle because of all your length.
Yeah. Eric Wagner in the chat saying weak play-by-play, but Eric, we're not really allowed to do play-by-play. Yeah. That's we don't have the right to do that. So, but we can talk about what has happened after it's happened. So, right now, Eric, Sarah Hildebrandt is leading 2-0 with a minute into the match. So we got 5 minutes to go.
Yeah,
got a little hands to the face there.
And then you whatever you do, don't pull a Susaki and be up by whatever. Don't, you have no insurance points. And then, man, you don't want to encourage people to run out of bounds, but she got trapped trying to stay in bounds and just got bulldozed over.
Well, that was what was awesome about Sarah's quarter is that she was up by 1, and then she got the takedown.
Yeah.
With 30 seconds to go. I was like, okay.
Then you go, okay.
Breathing room here.
Man, she's got her down in that short offense again. One of the things I think Sarah Hildebrandt has seems like she's focused on this Olympics is just maybe picking up her physicality in the ham fight and I don't know, just being a little bit more of a bully in there.
Yeah, so easier said than done to just do snap downs and then get in that short offense when your opponent, you have a height advantage, but it worked that time. Didn't work in that last exchange. And the Mongolian's going to have some strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Minute to go here in this first period.
You guys ever hear the Kerry Colad story about Mongolians?
The cold showers?
Cold showers. Mm-hmm. It was at a tournament, and there was no hot water, and everybody was mad that they couldn't take hot showers. And then while he was sitting there complaining, the Mongolian team went in there talking to themselves, having fun, turned on the water, took cold showers.
Oof. Mm-hmm. Man, that was a great little limp leg from the Mongolian.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, she's really good with her counters.
And then from that day on, Carrie said, "Well, he's competing. It's going to be cold showers, so he can."
Oh yeah, look at that.
Sarah Hildebrandt wrestling tough in here. 30 seconds left in this period.
This is big at the end of the period.
Oh my gosh!
Lift
Come
it
on.
Short time, 20 seconds. Take your time.
Yep.
We want her to get this
At
here.
least one. Yeah, baby.
That was
Sarah
a beautiful
Hildebrandt
finish.
she's dialed in right now.
Oh yeah.
She cleared that leg. She stayed in bounds. She did everything textbook there, and that's big. And now we got an extra point.
Oh yeah.
Cheating.
Wow! Thanks for the extra point, cheater.
Yeah, you got to open up. Was that just opening up? Just blocking? What
I
was
don't
it?
know.
Caution one for something. They
Pulling
gonna put her
hair?
back down? Hold the hair.
Oh, grabbing hair.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Don't do that. Come on, fool.
No.
She thinks she can get away with that?
Z.
And they do go back down. So this will.
Yeah, force parterre. Z in the chat is frustrated because his stream died during that situation. Didn't get to see it. That's the internet sometimes.
We're holding on strong here in the studio.
It's Z. It's 5-0 still with 6 seconds left in the period. Dude, she's wrestling tough here.
That exchange was just huge. Because it went from the Mongolian being in
Potentially
on a
being
leg,
2-2.
yeah, losing on criteria, to being up by 5.
You got her in a position where she feels like she's got to cheat. She's got to pull your hair.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, what is that about?
Mr. Cheyenne wants to know where we watching. It's on Peacock, bro. You got to go to Peacock.
Yeah, some more free publicity for you, NBC.
Oh, Mongolia just got yellow carded. I think for misting with a towel would be my only guess.
And that's so silly to have those rules, but I get it. Like they're supposed to you use the break to dry your wrestler down, but then everybody uses it to cool them down by putting water on them. It's the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
See, now he has to.
We got bad news for Mr. Cheyenne. He was watching some network, and it cut off and went to cycling.
Oh, no.
Was that Gold Zone?
I don't know. Might have been Gold Zone.
You got a lot of
I
answers.
gotta lock in on Peacock, select your mat.
Yeah, go to Peacock, pick the mat. You can do the multi-mat. I don't know that. No, there is no multi-mat right now.
Everybody gets pretty bent out of shape about dirty tactics, quote unquote dirty tactics.
You wish they were dirtier.
Well, here's my thing. It's kind of a calculated risk. Like there's a penalty for it.
Oh, it's like pass interference.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the guy, or it's a hard slide tackle when the guy's got a breakaway. Like
kind of. Yeah, like
It's the old
Okay.
saying, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
right.
if you're not cheating, then you're just scared.
Same with like
Oh,
singlet
yeah.
pulls. Like everybody freaks out and calls guys who pull singlets the most incredible dirty wrestlers ever. Don't get mad at them. Get mad at the refs.
No,
who are supposed to call a point.
By the
Dirty
way,
wrestling is trying to break your opponent's arm when you're losing 8-0.
Yeah.
Sarah Hildebrandt is really
that
fighting
knee.
off this single leg
This is-
here. By the way,
That was just incredible deep.
Pod, and then she reached back at that whizzer. Sorry, Mongolia. Might not be your day, but we still
Yeah.
got 2 minutes to go here.
Man, and then we were talking about this. What would you rather have? Olympic gold or world golds, or how many would you trade? And it's like Sarah would trade those losses at Worlds.
Yeah.
At this one, I mean,
Oh,
hey,
for sure.
There's plenty of time to go here. Not trying to jinx it, but
Oh man, Mr. Cheyenne, his story gets worse and worse. Now he's not even watching cycling; he's watching somebody throw a heavy ball. I think he means shot put, but
well, women's shot put,
I don't know.
men's shot put's over. The U.S. is like dominant in shot put.
I don't know that.
2 guys won gold and silver. The same 2 guys, same gold, same silver at the last 3 Olympics.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Minute and a
then
half to
third
go.
American finished 4th.
We got Sarah Hildebrandt. Minute and a half to go.
I want to talk shot put.
No, not now. Not now.
I'm not. I'm doing both. I'm multitasking.
Man, Sarah,
This
this
is
is a
man.
huge match for her right now.
Women trying to go 2 for 2 guaranteed medals.
Love it.
We got a minute to go. Sarah's looking good. She doesn't look like she's fading. The Mongolian has got to be frustrated not being able to finish any of her attacks so far. And she pulled hair, so
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Again, and she was penalized.
Gosh, let's go.
yeah. Not enough. Pull Sarah's.
40 seconds left.
yep.
Ah,
Ooh, all right. Don't force it. That's smart.
man, she is in.
Oh,
arm
arm
spin
spin.
attempt.
Keep fighting there.
That leg is
yet.
still in. That leg is still in for Sarah, so there's no points there for Mongolia.
Keep fighting. Chew up clock.
15 to go.
Now you're up to your feet. Watch out.
Oh, baby.
Here it is. She's
Oh,
going to do
baby.
it. She's going to do it.
Let's go, Sarah.
Sarah Hildebrandt.
Yeah, she's too short
she
to throw that
knows.
far leg in.
Yeah.
He's talking to somebody over there.
That's it.
Sarah Hildebrandt into the gold medal finals
Yeah,
for Team
baby.
USA. Let's go. She's got like she kind of got like a French flag on the mouthpiece there. Let's go.
All right. Let's make some posts.
Post it up, dude. Wow, look at this.
Daryl Brent secures the second.
He's doing the content. This is a content machine right here in front of your very eyes. He's making a post.
Sausage factory. This is how it's made right
Look at
here.
this. Let's look at
Hey.
Let's invite some collaborators.
Look at that.
Collaborators.
Man, Sarah's fired up.
Andrew Spay's a regular sausage factory over there.
What?
That's what JD said. I don't know. Just confirming.
You're making the sausage right now.
Yeah. You're the factory. This post that you're making, that's the sausage.
Give the people what they want. Sausage.
Man, good stuff. I wish I was a better lip reader. I don't know for sure what Sarah was saying there.
She said that's right.
That's right. We got our women's freestyle team is 6-0 right now.
Love to see it.
And our total USA record is 6-3. So, not bad overall.
6-3 Mafia.
And we are posting. Make sure I don't post the wrong one.
Look at that. Sarah Hildebrandt, 5-0. You love to see it.
And with Yui not coming out the other side, Vinesh is going to be tough, but you feel a lot better about that match than you would if it was Yui Susaki.
Mm-hmm.
Things are falling into place for Sarah.
We got medal
Wow,
matches
look at
coming
that.
up.
Look at that post.
Look at that. But wow, look at
Yeah,
that.
let's zoom in there.
Look at that.
Wow.
Spay the Sausage Factory at work. Hey, we got medal matches coming up. Should we take a quick break before we get back to medal
Let's
action?
do it. And we should get some munchies.
The Lunch Boys?
Take a break, and we'll be back in a little bit.
And we are back. Medal matches underway. Starting off bronze medal at 60 kilograms. Greco-roman. Kyrgyzstan versus Iran.
That's right. First medal match at these Olympic Games.
Yep.
Kyrgyzstan about to get their, 8th, 9th Olympic medal?
I mean, if they
Potentially.
got to win this one.
Oh, this is bronze.
Yeah, don't jinx them. Unless you want to.
Not jinx whoever I like.
Okay. Go ahead, jinx them then.
Oh, this is Shawshank Redemption.
I'm just really disappointed there's no sharks on this singlet.
I know. The guy's name is Shark Tank. He should have a shark on his singlet.
He was my pick in the journalist pick him.
Oh, you blew it.
I did. Well, he blew it.
I'm feeling bad. Mr. Shayon, he's still trying to figure this out.
Man.
How to stream this. He said he just stopped paying for Peacock. That's probably
Oh.
the problem.
That's the problem.
You're gonna probably have to pay for Peacock.
Man, last week I was talking to my parents one morning, and they're like, "Oh, how do you?" My dad wanted to know how to watch wrestling, so I walked him through it, and it probably took about an hour and a half to get him
Yeah.
like connected to Peacock and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But they were smart enough to do it all.
Nice lift.
beforehand.
Nice lift.
Bay, you tried to jinx him, but I don't think you could.
I would never. It was
You
a
did
reverse
try
jinx.
to.
Here, we got to pick a Shawshank up there holding the flag.
He better have a shark on his chest.
Shark Tank.
There's no.
No shark?
Well, no, it's all Nike gear now for him.
Oh, you went for the updated photos.
No, this was from I think this was last year's.
Really? He's been
World
he's been
Championship.
sharkless for.
No shark last year either.
Oh.
Well, he's not technically the shark, right?
That's right.
They're 77s.
The guy that beat Kamal Bey, Makhmudov. They're
He's the shark.
yes.
Imagine a guy named Shark and a guy named Bay. Just go together.
Hey, bay, shark, doo, 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 doo.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Look at that.
That's Shawshank Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Back off.
Yeah, so really he should have Morgan Freeman on his.
At the very least, Morgan Freeman should narrate his biography.
Yeah.
Mr. Shayon's stuck on water polo now, guys.
Gosh.
All the just
He's
random.
he's been shot put. He's been water polo.
You just got to pay the $8 or whatever it is.
Yeah. If go elsewhere.
All right,
Right.
so
Halfway through.
3-0 lead is pretty good for Greco.
Mm-hmm. So nobody's cheering for Nehad here. We're all going Shawshank Redemption.
Mm-hmm. We're shark boys.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing against the good people of Iran, because leaving politics completely aside, every Iranian wrestling fan or anyone I've ever met at any event has been the nicest person.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing against any of their wrestlers, but I'm rooting for Kyrgyzstan.
They've got enough.
Iran.
fans. Iran's
Yeah.
got enough.
They got enough fans, and it's fun to when you look at a map, when you finally look where Kyrgyzstan is, it's like they have countries there. Like it's mountains. It's completely landlocked in the middle of basically Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot. It's not a place where you expect to see thriving any kind of population.
Can you bring up a map and
You want to see?
show us where? Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring up Google A Maps.
Spay is like the ultimate map man. So if he's talking about this map and you don't expect a country to be there, you got to believe him. You could take that to the bank. Look at that.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
Jeez.
Just see,
Zoom out.
zoom out, but that's the terrain we're dealing with.
Okay.
Jeez.
Hey, what's
Then-
that body of water there?
What body of water?
You zoom back in. Is that in Kyrgyzstan or is that what do they got there? Big
This thing
lake?
right here, this lake.
Yeah, what do we got here?
I mean, that's obviously Lake Issy Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you do have a lake. You don't have ocean or anything.
No, just the one lake.
Mountainous region.
Yeah, and you got Tibet, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan. You're just surrounded by stands,
Real who's who.
and what's going on there? How do they get good enough at a sport where they're competing against places like the United States of America with all of our resources and people and talent?
Quick quick Mr. Shea on update here. He paid it. He paid the $8.
He plunked it down, and
He bought it. He bought it. He bought it with a frowny face, and now he says, "Where's the shark singlet?" Listen,
I know, right?
Can't win them all.
That's what we're all saying here.
we've been saying that, but you didn't. Yeah, this is his first time witnessing it. Yeah, no shark singlet, and Sharshank right here trying to defend a gut wrench is 3-1. Uh-oh. Shark Tank. He's gonna have to dig deep. Oh,
Ooh, there he goes.
Yep.
He dug.
Back to his feet.
That's an American ref we got there too, right?
Danny Blackshear.
No.
Is that Casey?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, you're right.
One of the things I noticed about this Iranian, his hair is different than most Iranians on his head. Like straight. It's like
Yeah?
straight and thin. Most Iranians, they got like a little wave to them, you know?
Spay, I got a question for you that DJ is asking. I think you're the man for this question.
Uh-oh.
Is Kyrgyzstan part of the old USSR?
Indeed they are.
They are.
Yeah.
There you go, DJ.
They're
Asked and answered.
They're a former stand. So you got Kyrgyzstan has really been investing in wrestling, and you can see the results in all their all the styles. Tajikistan, not so good at wrestling. Turkmenistan, not so good at wrestling. But then you got Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, both pretty solid wrestling teams, and they'll import some guys, but they got homegrown talent too.
And Kyrgyzstan getting better all the time.
Kyrgyzstan seems to be the leader of the pack these days of the stands. Pakistan, not ever part of the former Soviet Union, but they do have some wrestlers, but not so good.
How about Tajikistan?
I said Tajikistan is one of the former Soviet, and they're
Not.
I mean, every now and then they'll get a guy
Transfer.
yeah, but I can't remember their last medal. I'm just going through all the stands, and then Afghanistan. I've literally never seen a Afghanistan.
Christopher Moran, this is a good question for people who don't know. How does the 2 bronze system work? Do the semifinal losers face each other and the other repechage winners face each other? All right, Christopher Moran, you're going to learn this now, and then you'll know it forever. What happens is they basically divide the bracket in half, okay? So there's going to be a bronze medalist from the top half, and there's going to be a bronze medalist from the bottom half. If you lose in the semifinals, you're in the bronze medal match. You're going to wrestle the winner of however many people wrestled against the finalists from that side of the bracket. Now, in the Olympics, they're normally 16-man brackets, so it's the loser of the round of 16, loser of the quarters. Whoever wins that match wrestles the semifinalist. But in the Worlds, there could be bigger brackets. So that's the way I have it set up in wrestling. There's a bronze medalist on each side of the bracket, and then the gold is the winner of each half of the bracket, the top half winner and the bottom half winner. So now you know, and the more you know.
Now do track, please.
Now, track repechage, you're going to have to go ahead and read about that somewhere else.
So Kozak, you mentioned this guy does not look like a lot of the other Iranian wrestlers. Well, he's not from Mazandaran, which is in the north part of Iran on the southern shores of the Caspian Sea.
That's where the thick, wavy hair comes from.
I mean, a lot of the guys, they probably have a different variety of hair a little bit, but predominantly, one style. But he's from Khuzestan, which is in the southern part, right next to Iraq, where the Tigris and Euphrates Delta come together. And that's a mostly Arab part of Iranian. And Arabs and Persians are different. Persians are most people from.
Is he retiring?
Uh-oh.
In the JB shoes.
We got shoes coming off.
This says he's only 25
He's
years
like,
old.
no. He's like, don't you dare do that.
I've never seen
Done
this.
with this.
Have you guys ever seen a coach
No.
stop someone from taking their shoes off?
Wow. What? He's not letting them.
That guy just tried to retire on the mat, and the coach said, no thanks. Nope. Mm-mm.
At least it was the coach and not like sometimes for bronze medal, they try to do the flag and then they stop them.
Mm-hmm.
This was just like,
What was the score? Was it 3-1 final?
3-1.
3-1. Wow. I have never seen somebody try to retire and they said no.
He had one shoe unlaced.
he's only 25. So
Some people thought Brandon Slay stopped Jordan Burroughs at Final X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was the case.
No, Burroughs was taking his tape off. He was, yeah. Wow. That was wild. I gotta say, I would love to hear from maybe our man Andy Hamilton in the arena what that was like.
Yeah.
They got Spencer Woods on a commercial now.
They've been doing a lot of these Army wrestling commercials.
They should do Kamal Bay since he's actually in the Olympics. Nothing against Spencer Woods.
Sounds like you got something against Spencer Woods.
Absolutely do not.
He's the only
He
person I've
did
ever
qualify
seen.
our weight.
That's true.
He's the only person I've ever seen start a USA chant at a USA event that was at the USO or at the Senior Nationals.
Yeah, he's proud of his country.
That's right. Whoa!
LeBron James, producer.
Wow.
Resball.
Reservation Dogs.
Rizball, IMO.
Did it say from the producer of
Yeah.
Reservation Dogs? I
No.
thought it was talking about Reservoir Dogs, but it's a different thing. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Christopher Moran's enjoying the show. Well, hey, thank you. Glad you're here. Yeah, Sean, exactly. The Iranian just got stopped by his coach from retiring. What the heck? That is wild. Yes, people asking about Sarah Hildebrandt's match. It already happened. She got it done. She's the champion
Well, she's in the final.
of her side of the bracket
Yeah.
She got it done. Champion
of today.
of 8 wrestlers.
Yep. No, she's in the finals.
Yeah, you'd know that if you went on to your favorite social media site and checked out our award-winning graphic.
Wait a minute. I'm going to go check this out. I'm going to check out this award-winning graphic.
I already showed it on the broadcast.
That's true. Look at that.
Bajrang,
I like the Venezuela singlets with the nice font there.
You like that font?
yeah, big fan of fonts, are you?
Mhm.
It's unique.
Yeah.
I like it.
It gives Venezuela.
It almost looks like it's like
Persian?
Persian.
Persian, yeah.
Yeah, that aura is through the roof right now.
Yeah, plus like 500.
I don't know.
What do you think about this? This singlet here.
I'll give this guy an aura.
It
I give
looks
him
like a youth singlet.
I'll give him
It's
one.
like high school art student.
I'll give that guy 1.5 aura.
1 and 1/2 auras.
Mm-hmm. DJ.
Although I'm
standing
not
up
gonna
for
lie,
his-
I am kind of rooting for North Korea just because I want them to have to go to the mix zone, and somebody be like, "Yo, what's your training situation like?
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's up with that, dude? North Korea?" Because I am quite curious.
A lot of stuff happened in Venezuela right now too.
Oh yeah,
Many are saying an election was stolen, and I might have to agree with them.
well, when you have two people claiming to have won,
Somebody's,
only one can win.
somebody's wrong. Yeah, it's like that stuff where like people are so good at digging around. Where like the information they do have, it's like, okay, well, yeah, like the way the voting patterns were, and it looks very sus. But we don't have to talk about that. The Olympics are not about politics. They're about sport and everybody coming together.
That's right.
Man, you know, I just realized about about Sarah Hildebrandt, her winning. She had lost 3 straight semis.
Oh, at
Both
World
Olympics, and then the last 2.
Tokyo 22 and 23.
Yeah. It's got to feel
Not fun.
pretty good.
Yeah, she's someone who like you can't underestimate now. This will be her second.
North Korean's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, he's getting after it. Oh, that's it.
8. North Korea. All right, Andy, tackle this man and demand some answers.
He's holding it down for the PRK.
The Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yeah, there's a joke that the more adjectives there are in the front of your country, like the
The less democratic it
yeah,
is.
the more corrupt it is. No. The people said that we should be in charge.
Right.
We're in charge because of them.
Dang, 8-0. That was light work.
crowd does not.
Normally
could not care
Venezuela.
less.
This is the guy who yesterday his opponent got put in parterre, and his opponent's lying down. Before he got on top, he just squeezed the elbows, kind of like
His own
gut
elbows.
wrench. Yeah, it's like warm up. I was kind of like, ooh, and he's got a good gut wrench. He showed it.
Yeah. He's got it. Wow.
All right, that brings us one match closer to a meet, but we still have. Do we
Also, one match closer to Mihan.
Oh yeah, do we have the match order?
They're going 130 Greco next, and then the women.
They're just going. They're staying in order and not finishing with the potential 5-time Olympic gold medalist. That's so funny.
It's a little different when it's your first day of medals. It's not like the finale of the entire event, you know?
Yeah, but it's also literally.
Like the finale of a day to become one of the greatest Olympians of all time.
I mean, it's literally never happened in the history of the Olympics.
Right.
I don't. It's not a total foregone conclusion, but I would bet a farm on Mihan.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame NBC then. They've never been in this position before. They don't know what to do.
This is
Right?
literally unprecedented.
Yeah.
I don't know, David. You said that they have somebody that is in charge of wrestling. I feel like that of all the stories to have on your radar, Mian Lopez should be on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine, but
But I also don't know how much control NBC has.
yeah.
I mean, they can decide like how it's covered and like what feeds they cut to and what other things they present in the broadcast, but they don't have control, like total control over the schedule. I don't think.
What do you guys think about the ref cam? There are some comments about it in the chat.
I like the ref cam.
I love it.
Kind of feels like a Bourne movie. It's a little shaky, little
Yeah.
running around, you know.
I really like it for like any kind of review if they needed to see. I think we
A new
said it,
angle.
Yeah. Yesterday, like
You want to have as many angles as possible.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Cheon said he met Amit Elor's boyfriend Mika Galvao at the International BJ Jitsu Championships. So
International BJ Jitsu.
he said he's very nice.
You never heard Bray call it
Pretty chill.
BJ Jitsu?
I don't think so.
It's one of Bray's most underrated bits.
Yeah. Anyways, he met Mika Galvao there, and so
There's a lot of crossover.
Very
Our,
chill.
our friends at Fro Grappling literally sit right next to our desks in the office that way. And there's some crossover. Amit Alor, one of the greatest young talents in wrestling, is dating Mika Galvao, one of the greatest young talents of
Grappling.
BJ Jitsu.
Yeah, BJ Jitsu.
That's right.
At the what was the Pontra Vader was the 22 U23 World Championships. Amit Alor won gold, and she was like the last match, and they want to do that mix zone like really fast because there's not a lot of people there. It's basically me and Gary Abbott, and we both want to ask a couple questions, and then they want to get her onto the medals podium, and then get her, and shut the gym down and let everybody go home. And Gary asked a couple questions, I asked a question, and then everybody in a mix zone kind of does that thing where like, all right, we're done here, and they go, by the way, you have any words for Mika Galvao? And
Gary said that?
No, I
did?
snuck that in.
Yeah.
And they're like, one last thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me, one more thing. And then so Mika said, yeah, well, Mika's the best, and I'm so glad to have his support, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets ushered out, and then Gary kind of like stared at me like, you really had to ask that, huh? Like, you and your Flow Grappling people.
Had to do it.
Say, hey, it's called cross-promotional synergies, Gary. This is bringing in different audiences, more eyeballs on the sport.
All right. Who you guys got? Fumita or Cow?
Fumita.
Give me Fumita.
What's the other guy's name?
Cow?
Cash.
Cash Cow.
CAO.
Ow now. Brown cow.
It's Cash Cow. I think Cash Cow.
Give me Cal.
Cash
it's
Cow's got that knee pad on.
Fumita for
which-
me.
That may take away some of his leg attacks.
It's gonna allow him to slide though on that knee.
That's true. The John Smith
Mm-hmm.
low single.
All right, let's let everybody. This is Cal putting some pictures up.
Let's get a good look at Cash Cow here. Oh, look at that man.
Look at our Cal.
Dang, I'm starting to feel a little less
Let
confident.
me give you a little Fumita. There's Fumita.
Okay, I still like my Fumita pick.
I'm liking Fumita as well. Look at the Japanese singlet. Those are
I do like those.
solid.
Good.
I like it.
Pattern's a little more complicated than normal.
Mm-hmm. Kind of got
What's that? Probably
zigzags
like
follow it.
10 grand out the door.
Out the door.
I don't like the ones where you have to squint to be like, are these guys red or blue? Because this singlet is mostly white, and then there's all these other designs. I think you should
Pretty clearly blue.
I know it's clearly blue, but it should be like literally a blue singlet.
Like how Japan is clearly red.
Yeah, and you can. There's a little more wiggle room, but
I think it's fine. I think black with blue, no problem.
I think we should go red and green singlets and just have colorblind people in pure misery up in arms.
when will American folk style switch to red and blue?
Never.
Probably never.
Change anything about the perfect American wrestling system?
Yeah.
Never be us.
I'm surprised these guys aren't wearing ankle bands.
Be a lot cooler if they were, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Fumita is up 1-0, and they are in parterre.
I will say it would confuse the layman who their college team is not red or blue. If they're if they're green.
Well, that's what happens when you got the red flag of like China and then like a blue flag, blue country of like Greece or something,
Yeah.
and they switch. Turkey and Greece when they do that.
That was a nice gut.
Yeah, pivoted on his head there. Did you see the Chinese coach? I love watching the coach expressions when he just got turned. He just like threw up his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Oh. But Fumita,
Like imagine the first time Iowa Hawkeye fans showed up to a duel and they had to wear red singlets, looking like the Cyclones out there.
oof, that'd be rough.
You know what? Deal.
Did you just say deal?
I said deal.
Maybe.
Deal with it.
Well, I do think we should just get rid of bans for duels. There's no need for that.
Yeah, you kind of know what singlet they're going to be wearing going out there.
Well, it's just, okay, make one red, one green. If a team is wearing red singlets, they can be red. If a team is wearing green singlets, they can be green. If they're wearing blue and black or white and black, make home team green.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just if home team is like always on the right hand and away is on the left or something, you know?
Or this is Division I college wrestling. Like we can get, I feel like, a couple
Branded.
colored Yeah. Iowa should have their own referee armbands, and you just say, "Hey, Mr. Referee, here's your black armband and your blue armband."
There you go.
There's a theory.
Problem solved.
3-0 Fumita. He had some cool throws. We got some picks from
Yeah, Fumita's a boss.
Tony Rotundo.
Mr. Sheon in the chat, this guy is interesting because based on his struggles with Peacock, I thought this was an older man, but he says that he got a Japan singlet and a Kyrgyzstan shark singlet at Fargo, which
Shark singlet?
they usually, the Kyrgyzstan shark, the Fargo black market, that's typically,
States' rights.
the patrons, the patrons of the Fargo black market are normally like in their teens. So I'm really confused about Mr. Mr. Sheon's biography is revealing itself little by little. He gave 2 Asics headgear from Amazon and got those 2 international singlets.
From Amazon.
Probably a good trade.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd have to ask black market expert Tyler.
that's true. Plus, you don't see a lot of Amazonian gear in the black market.
Although I do think I've been in the black market more times than Tyler.
Yeah, as a participant.
Participant and
And as a mullet chaser.
that's right.
Mullet chaser, yep.
All right, we'll see what happens after the next force parterre. But I got some pics of Fumita.
Uh-oh, I got bad news for you, Spay.
What?
Guess who's back?
Who?
Pawpaw?
Uh-oh.
No!
Batman
sucks!
Batman Sucks is back.
Did you see
location.
His question for you is, well, he said, "Nice to see you again, Pawpaw." And then he said, "How much for Grandpa on the left to take his shirt off?"
We want shirtless Papa?
Everyone's got a price.
We do accept
Parts off.
donations.
Everyone's
right?
got a price.
Yeah, you can send it directly to our YouTube.
Yeah, that was such a menacing way. The way you said it, I don't know how it was meant to come across in the chat, but nice to see you again, Paw Paw. It would be a real shame if someone mercilessly taunted you for the next 2 hours and 6 days.
Did you see the Hawktua girl called Bilmar Pawpaw? It made me think.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah, I try not to consume much Bill Maher content or Hawk Tua Girl content these days, to be honest. But yeah,
Crossover the nation needed. That
my eye was caught to the Paw Paw too.
it was the Pawpaw, yeah. That
Yeah,
got
it was
me.
a pop. Yeah,
You
thanks.
think it was it Batman Sucks? Was he in there or what?
Is
It
Batman?
was Hawk Tua.
Is Hawktua Batman's?
Finally, Hawk Tua Girl's been in there the whole time.
Wow.
All right, so we didn't get turned. Let's check out some.
Fumita?
Let's check out some Fumita pics that are made.
Fumita photos?
Rotundo got. So we'll start with this one.
Ooh.
That's Ciobanu. He's good from Moldova.
Dang.
He's about to take him over, and then I don't know if he was successful there.
Another Moldova pick.
Well, same guy.
That's an odd one.
And
You
then
think Chobano's a big yogurt fan?
boom, he goes over there. Look at Fumita, full extension.
Fumita's up, by the way, 3-1 with a minute left.
Yeah, and then here's one more.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin wants to know.
That was his move against
Dang,
Shawshan Redemption.
That won in the match. Yep.
Yeah.
that was nice.
So yeah, if you want action Greco, there we are.
Kevin wants to know how many more matches left, and after this one, we got 6.
Yeah,
Three.
just
for
3
2
more
weeks.
scintillating Greco-Roman heavyweight bouts.
We're moving to the big boys after this.
Diggity boys,
The
and then
dogs.
Diggity dogs. Yeah, then the 2 bronze at 68 kilos.
Dang, Mr. Sheon, barely a sophomore. He's barely a sophomore.
At where?
I don't.
High school?
Yeah, I don't know. He just said, "I'm barely a
All
sophomore."
right, well that's fine because you need a credit card to order Peacock, so he had to go do some scrounging around and you know, getting permission. Hopefully,
I bet this man has a good credit score. He's probably approaching 800.
if he's scoring international gear at the black market.
Suck it, Kozak.
Yeah.
Fumita over Cash Cow.
I think I picked Fumita, so
Yeah, we all did.
yeah.
Well, no, Space saying in the journalist pick.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Kyle. I wanted to see.
And I think I picked Fumita in the Gary Abbott poll.
I know.
Let me see.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna find my email with Gary.
Fumita 3-1.
You did. I saw it.
Oh, did he publish it already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we got a challenge. This is going to be okay. So it's going to be.
Do not allow this challenge.
Listen, I'm updating the brackets.
great
and I'm going to be
challenge.
so annoyed because I'm going to have to go and change the score of this match to 4-1.
It's 4-1 now.
Dang it.
All right. I had Mihan looking good there. Alexanian looking good there. I had Makhmudov not looking good there.
Whoops.
And Fumita. So about to go 1 for 1.
Were those your lineup legends picks also?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing like a whole bunch, like 10 lineup legends, but then I was like, that's kind of tacky. Lineup legends is
Well,
not.
you have to invite 10 people to do 10. You only get one per
per
one that you recommend.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Spade was just gonna invite himself every time.
I'll create some dummy emails or whatever. But lineup legends, we already get the benefit of.
Their
Their sponsorship comes to us, and we all benefit from that. Now I want someone else outside of Flo to win.
Yeah.
I'd still prefer for myself to win.
I'll say it right now. If I win that 10K, donating it all. Boom.
To
Mark
who?
it down. I don't know. Some WNL wrestling.
I would maybe donate.
Donate it to the JD Raider organization.
I think you should donate $8 of it to Mr. Sheon in the chat, the YouTube chat, because he had to pay for Peacock.
Send me your Venmo,
Okay.
Shayon. The rest, and then $9,992 is going to
Mr.
the Generals
Sheon,
Club.
although Mr. Sheon, he may be able to cover his own Peacock because he says he has a small job at Whole Foods.
Small job.
Oh, hey, good for you.
So I don't know. I don't know how small
Great
that-
Austin, Texas company.
I don't know how. Is that really?
Well, it's an Amazon company now.
Okay.
But started in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
The one just down the street from here is the flagship.
Good old Second Street Whole Foods.
So it ended up 4-1, huh?
4-1.
There we go.
I'm more of a Central Market man myself, but Whole Foods is
I'm
good.
more of an HE Butts man myself.
Central Market, they have live music sometimes, huh?
I was just there for some live music.
Get some groceries, some live music.
Some live. Look,
Let
they
your
got
kids play on the playground.
they got a great deal at their like deli bar. Like you can it's almost like a little restaurant cafe, and they got music. And do you know who owns Central Market?
I don't.
Matthew McConaughey.
Your Everything is Better, HEB.
What?
Oh.
Central Market is HEB's Whole Foods.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. Thought you were gonna say McConaughey.
Yeah, I was
really
clued
soaking
in
this
because
in.
yeah,
I want to see another.
Most people
wrestler
just
try
kind of
to
do like
retire.
one little trot.
I want to see another wrestler try to retire and be thwarted by their coach.
just get tackled while he just
Yeah.
bulldozes. No,
No, you're not.
drags him off the mat. And he's trying to rip his shoes off.
I'm sure his coach is like, "Hey, what the f, man? You're 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got
You
some.
can't retire. You got so many
We
working
got
years
some
ahead
tread
of
on
you.
those tires."
yeah. What about? I'm supposed to coach you tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
we got practice in a week.
Social Security doesn't start till you're in your 60s, right?
Yeah, I wonder what Iranian Social Security's like.
Yeah.
Probably pretty good.
I had an uncle just recently try to retire. He turned in his paperwork and everything, and his company that he's working for is like, "We never got your paperwork. You got to work another 12 weeks for us." they made him work another 12 weeks. So similar.
Before they give him his like full benefits
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Fumita. So what does that run? Fumita's record.
Medal count.
Yeah, let me see. Let's put this over on the screen here. You can pull this up.
All right, what do we got here?
This is
This is a little
Kenichiro
Wikipedia?
Fumita, a little Wikipedia party.
Did you update his Wikipedia yet?
I don't know.
Nope.
I'm not an
Still only Tokyo.
Wow.
Tokyo Silver.
Zoom in on that.
Oh, I got it. Wait.
You're gonna want to take your fingers and spread them a little bit.
Shut up. Peepaw works at his own pace when it comes to
Peepaw.
computers.
Peepaw.
Pawpaw.
Pee pee poo poo.
Batman Sucks says that Papa looks like Bill Ponderosa from It's Always Sunny, but cuter. So
I think I remember that character. Bill Ponderosa.
Pull him up on the.
You want Bill? All right, yeah. Let's go find a Bill Ponderosa.
Do a little comparison.
It's a good Always Sunny pull. I like Batman Sucks more and more.
Oh man, Bill
Every time I
Ponderosa's
interact.
looking rough.
Well, he said you were cuter.
cuter.
Well, I need to get a good pic here.
Bill Ponderosa is the one that what happened? What's the storyline? What's her name? Thought she was like
D.
D is D's ex-boyfriend or
Yeah.
something, and then
Yeah.
and then she comes to find out not how she'd remembered him.
All right, here's Bill Ponderosa. You guys
Wait.
gonna love this.
There he is.
I wish I had a nice silk robe like that. Could be chilling here with the boys in a robe.
Batman Sucks is right though, way cuter.
Yeah.
Batman Sucks. Wow, really going hard.
Oh man.
It's all right. I respect the game. Batman Sucks.
Here's our boy
Mirza.
Mirzazada.
I'll get some pics of Mirzazada.
Mirzazada,
Man, his eyebrows are so
he
strong.
dominated everybody other than Mihan. Just
The eyebrows and the hairline.
The hairline. Where's
Hold
he
it.
from? What region's he from?
Mirzazada. Let's find out.
Here's where you find out if the hair comes from the region or if you just stereotype that region.
yeah. Yep.
This is big for me.
130 kilos.
This is another Iranian, right? That just transferred to.
Yes, Shiorati.
So we got the Cubans going for gold and the Iranians going for bronze.
Mm-hmm. He is from Gotvand, also from Khuzestan. Wow.
See?
Stereotyping from the Iranian hairline, and Kozak goes 2 for 2.
There's something there. I don't know.
Khuzestan. Just not the thick, luscious heads
Yeah.
heads of hair. That
Like Yazdani.
yeah, your hairstyle is kind of similar to how Yazdani does it.
Mm-hmm.
Stands up
So
a bit.
thick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very thick.
I'm more this guy.
You're from Khuzestan?
Yeah.
And John's from Mazandaran. All right. Let's get a pic of our guy Mirzazadeh.
Man, I kind of feel like the score of this match is going to be 3-1.
Wow. How do you predict that?
Just a feeling.
It's a hunch
Mm-hmm.
that each guy's gonna get put down and one's gonna get a turn.
Yep.
I got Mirzazadeh loaded up.
There he is. What a beast.
For like a little while, it'd be fun to be that tall. Like it's a little impractical getting into cars, traveling anywhere. But then when you get to be, when you're amongst other smaller people, feeling like a giant.
All right, so we got two Iranians on the
Basically,
mat.
how you walk around the office.
When it's around a bunch of wrestlers, like
Yeah.
a lot of the upper weight wrestlers know what I'm talking about. When you're surrounded by all the lightweights and you're like, haha, I could crush you all.
I think
When you're hanging out with like me, Bader, and Kozak.
I think UWW posted the video today of Mihan like
in the Cuban.
in the Cuban 50
yeah,
kilo.
Guzman.
Yeah, that's hilarious to look at.
So while we got two Iranians on the mat, there's a question in the chat. Brooks, Yazdani, who you got?
With not much confidence, my pick would be Yazdani, just because we haven't seen Brooks run the gauntlet at a senior level tournament yet, which isn't necessarily a great reason, considering Brooks just beat David Taylor twice, something Yazdani has not been able to do. But I don't know. Yazdani's really, really good, and I feel like that wasn't the best version of David Taylor that Aaron Brooks beat. So I feel like right now, this very year, the best version of Yazdani is still better than the best version of Brooks. Now, if we get the best version of Brooks and not the best version of Yazdani, then I might go Brooks.
Yeah.
But
Brooks is also young enough that we might not really know what the best version of him is yet, and we may find that out this week.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I picked Brooks, and I think his style matches up good enough with Yazdani, and I think that I do understand like what JD's saying about maybe it wasn't the best version of David Taylor, but year before at 2023 Final X, Brooks was right there in the second match, right? He was really close. Some people could say like he didn't expose on the crotch lift through. Like he was right there the year that David Taylor beat Yazdani at Worlds. So yeah, I just think Aaron Brooks is that guy. I think he's going to do it. We see guys their first run at the Worlds or Olympics win
Quite a bit.
Yeah, so
He's not super young
mhm.
either anymore, so it's not like he's 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
What is he? Probably 23, 4?
Yeah, I think he's at least 23. But I'm not confident in it by any means. I still think
No, I'm not confident in
I still think
either.
Brooks should be considered the underdog.
Yeah, I picked Hassan in the public picks, but I am
Privately
privately
here amongst friends.
now that I'm going to finally reveal what I really think is going to happen. I mostly agree. I mean, everybody hit everything. It's like, is Brooks is on the ascent. Did he pass Yazdani? And then even when you're at different levels, you could get it done. You could be that guy at the right time. So, either guy could win. That's why it's one of the more anticipated, exciting matchups is we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we don't know what side of the bracket they're going to be on.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Ooh, baby.
Look at that.
All right, we got a picture of the guy getting beat up here. Shoot.
Well, we're gonna
I'm
find out tomorrow, right?
also remembering that while Aaron Brooks did beat David Taylor twice, it took a singlet pull for him to beat Zahid Valencia.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't completely get that out of my mind that he hasn't just like separated himself from the field.
Yeah. His
Now-
run to the finals was like so. He won a couple matches pretty narrowly.
But at the same time, winners win, and that's what he did. So
Well, it was
And-
like I was gonna say going into the finals against David Taylor, his run made me think, oh, he's gonna win. Aaron's not there yet, and then like the weight cutting thing, being up till 1 o'clock in the morning, I was feeling so confident that David was gonna get it done again.
Oz Niero in the chat says, if you think Brooks is beating Yazdani, you can't be saved. You should just give up on life. I would say you should not give up on life. Go ahead, keep on living. But I will say this. Tomorrow, we'll be one step closer to knowing how soon in the bracket these two could hit, because we're going to get brackets tomorrow morning, maybe like 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, somewhere around there, for Spencer Lee 57 kilos. Aaron Brooks, 86 kilos. And then
Helen
also
Maroulis.
Helen Maroulis, 57 kilos. So, man, I'm more excited for that group of brackets than any group of brackets we've seen so far.
Yeah, and we just saw like this morning the biggest upset. No one was picking Yui Sasaki.
Oh, yeah.
Yui Sasaki to lose.
Wild.
So it's like we know anything can happen. No one was picking Kyle Dake to get teched last year or last Olympics. So it's like, dude, Aaron Brooks could lose his first match.
Anybody,
and be
yeah.
done. Yeah, he could lose to a handful of guys and
I bet
be done.
this time yesterday, Oz Niero would have told you to give up on life if you picked against Yui Sasaki. And I would have told you, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up.
There's always
Wish
hope.
you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Yeah. Cut ties with all the lies that Oz Niero is feeding you. You know?
Yeah, here it looks like they bumped noggins, so they're
Noggin bumping.
they're fixing their noggins. They both got cuts.
Dennis Funk says, let's be real.
Real?
The way things are going, they're going to meet first round. They're not going to meet first round
Cannot.
because they're going to both get drawn in.
Wait,
right?
no.
Or Yazdani is seated.
Yeah, he's seated.
Okay, no, Dennis Funk is right. They're going to meet first round.
Could happen.
A la David and Yazdani.
Yeah,
2018.
That was great. That worked out great for the USA.
It did.
Yeah, that's another example of like, okay, we drew the defending world champ, and it's like, sometimes that sucks for the defending world champ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it sucked for Tosun of Turkey
Yeah.
when she lost to Amit. It's wasn't great for Yui Sasaki when she got Vinesh Fogat in the round one, and
It's like, I'm the defending world champ. I'm the number 1 seed. Well, don't speak too soon because you might get beat by Amita Lord.
boo.
I think it was pretty good. I thought it was fine. I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it.
Too rich.
Too rich. Wow, Batman Sucks thinks that you drive a Kia Soul, and you don't.
Wow.
But we do have somebody on our staff who does drive a Kia Soul.
Oh yeah, con man.
The Prince.
Yeah, our sweet Prince drives a Kia Soul. So you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna defend those Kia Souls.
Oh man.
You ever seen the hamsters?
Also, that's a horribly named car because when you say the full name in a row, you kind of start veering into bad word territory. Key,
I've never thought of that before.
Oh.
soul. Leave
Okay.
off the key and say it real fast.
Yep.
Just not in public, in polite company like we are now. So I would never show you what I'm trying to explain.
Yep.
It's a bit of a stretch.
That's not a stretch. It's when
You're gonna bring up that fact about the Kia Soul, and you're
Not the
gonna be-
snack you
you're
ate
gonna
yesterday.
You're gonna get mad at me talking about speaking too soon. I mean, I think we're in similar territory.
we both enjoy nice puns and plays on word, of course.
right.
Yes. We got more.
These guys gotta stop bleeding.
Yeah. No one makes me bleed my own blood.
Wow, Larry Steele says that we're about to see Yazdani get pushed around like he tried to do to David Taylor, which I don't know. I don't know that we're about to see that. Like, I don't know that he could have. He didn't even really do that with Hidley. Although Hidley was pushing Yazdani for a little bit, he just couldn't keep it up.
Well, here in this room, we mostly are all about pushing P.
We are, and we have been for years.
Man.
Even after people gave up pushing P, we still.
Even after no one has been talking about pushing P for years, we're still bringing it back.
Kind of forgot about it, but I'm glad you reminded me. Gotta love a little blood time. We get a little extra time.
Gedoyev diaper head treatment.
Yeah. Also, they have time limit. You can see in the
Bleeding.
left side of the.
It's always funny when it
Screen.
just puts up bleeding.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone run out of bleeding time.
I haven't either.
They have about a minute left. All right. They cut bleeding time at 1:11. The Robert Perez of times.
That older
Got Bray over there.
that older official doctor kind of looks like Junior Soprano with those big glasses.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's 4-0. Does that mean that Mirzazada got both cautions or both passivity points?
Kozak's
I know.
Greco predictions could not be any worse today.
I'm really eating it.
You picked the transfer Iranian?
No, I just said it was going to be 3-1.
They're both wearing same style singlets. So, which is here's a fun fact about Iran and Azerbaijan. There are more people who identify as Azeri living in Iran than live in Azerbaijan.
Huh.
That was fun.
So there you go. So a lot of kinship between those two nations. But you see the way the flag has the crescent moon and star. I mean, it's in a lot of flags of Muslim countries. But Azerbaijan is the same flag as Turkey because they're both Turkish countries. And if you speak Azeri, you can usually be understood by people in Turkey and vice versa. And their flags are the same, except there's a green and blue bar, which is the same color scheme as the Dagestan flag, which is right next to Azerbaijan. They all kind of like blend into each other. Religiously, Azerbaijan and Iran are both Shia Muslims. So that's the connection to those three countries.
Cool.
Social studies with Spain.
That's what I'm saying. I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia. There's the bronze.
Salute.
Let's get a picture of that smiling Mirzazadeh again.
What was the final score there?
4-0.
4-0. Classic VPO.
Loser with no points. Looking good there, Mirzazadeh.
How old is he?
I don't know. He is Mirzazadeh.
Who do you guys have between Muhammad and Ming in this next bronze medal match?
Where's Muhammad from?
Egypt.
I want to get eyes on target before I make my prediction.
Okay. That's fair.
Muhammad was 2023 world bronze.
Okay.
And a looks like at least an 8-time African champ. And Meng was a no-time world medalist, but a 3-time Asian medalist.
Okay.
I like Muhammad. Wonder what's going on in the chat. Let's see.
Should we, in between weight classes, maybe take a quick break and give ourselves time to run a commercial or two?
Yeah.
We could use some ad money as well.
Yeah, we're not in between weights right now, but you mean in between like individual matches or like after the 130s?
After the big boys.
All right. Yeah, we got 2 more matches of big boys grilling on the roof, and then we'll take a little break.
That was a long match.
I have a feeling this next one is going to be very well, they had all that blood time.
All that blood time.
Mm-hmm.
All that blood time.
Oz Niero, he's in for this geography class, Bay. He's talking about Azerbaijan. He said, yes, Azerbaijan is a province in the north of Iran, much bigger than the country Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know where else something like that occurs? There are more Mongolians in China than there are in Mongolia. Inner Mongolia is bigger and more populous than Outer Mongolia, which is now just known as Mongolia.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Chris Bischoff wants to know, what do we expect to see in Parrish versus Fujinami? Fujinami's a favorite.
Yeah.
Heavy.
It's going to be tough.
We just saw Susaki go down, so you're saying there's
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah, I think that's the number one takeaway is that nobody's safe. I was putting Fujinami and Susaki kind of on the same level based on just their track record and how they've won and how they've looked, meaning that, looks like a steamroller. People, if you score points on them, that's a big deal. So I was kind of putting them about the same level of winning gold. And then Dom, it's not a great draw. Certainly not fun to wrestle the top guy. But the good news is if Dom doesn't beat Fujinami, there's a good chance she'll get pulled into repechage.
Oh, what do we got going on
Oh, we got a
here?
big boy Mega Man.
Oh.
Wow.
Why?
They got two Iranians stacked on top of each other.
And then the Iranian coach is holding his hand.
Whoa.
That's because you don't want that other big boy falling down. Okay. Wow. There you go.
And
That's just Iranian love.
Is he gonna retire?
not if that coach has anything to say about it.
He has kissed the mat
Yeah, he's
a
not-
lot.
After
I think he's retiring.
let's see if he retires.
It's like, oh,
He just may really love that mat.
I miss you, Matt.
Oh, he's starting to take those shoes off.
Where's that one? Where's
He's,
that one
he's
coach?
right there. He's right there behind him.
Oh, the coach is not paying attention. This guy
Yeah.
may get away with it.
Hey, coach, can you, what's going on over there? Tie the shoes really fast.
Oh man, this is the guy that beat Jello Kramer.
Oh,
Jello Kramer is the German 130 kilogram heavyweight.
Imagine being a heavyweight and your first name is Jello.
Jello, yeah. This is my brothers Ding Dong and Ho Ho.
By the way, there's somebody in the chat who is accusing us of being nerds for talking about geography.
Yeah, all right, guilty
Anyway,
as charged.
Anyway, Sun Devil 69. I don't know. You know what? Some of us like talking about. Some of us like talking about geography.
Got something else on the mind, Sun Devil 69. Sorry, you tuned into a show where guys are watching wrestling and that's it.
Casey Fuller wants to know if Flo could ever put on an event with some of the Russia versus USA matches that we're not getting in Paris.
I'd like to see it.
I'd
happen.
love to see it. It'd be hard to pull off, but I would love to see it.
Yeah. Here's the thing about those type of events are it's like everybody agrees on the concept. Yeah, it would be awesome. There's enough fans. There's enough interest on us as organizers. Is I think enough interest in the wrestlers wanting to do it. But logistics eat up everything. Like finding a place that you can host this event, getting visas and travel and all that. I mean, it turns in from a simple idea. Yeah, a wrestling match is not expensive. High schools do it all the time. To, all right, then now we're talking a little bit more.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
I
man.
did just hit him with the
The old
Matador.
way.
Yeah.
oh. But he must have stepped out first.
Oh, it didn't look like he did.
Well, Meng didn't challenge. Wow. So Brody wants to know for Sunday's schedule. This is a guy who's a planner. He's looking ahead. Do they wrestle repechage and medals in the same round? Yeah, pretty much.
It's just
I think there may be
same
like
start time.
there may be like a little break, like a 15, 20, 30 minute break, something like that. But yeah, it's
Is it early? It's early start time, right?
It's the same start time as every other day, 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Central Time.
4 a.m. So I'm guessing they're going to do those. You know, it's only going to be like 6 repechage matches, and then they'll probably have like a 20-minute break or something, and then they'll go into bronze.
There's an award-winning graphic that'll tell you approximate match start times on Sunday.
Batman Sucks thinks, Spade, that you should leave your shoes on the mat after this. And I'm saying, well, I would stop it personally. I would not allow it.
Yeah.
Like just from being on the show.
I don't know. That's what
If
Batman
he
Sucks.
means from competition, don't worry. That happened a long time ago.
No, Batman Sucks, don't worry. He is still competing in wrestling matches.
Yeah, according to Olympics.com and the FloWrestling Instagram, which this graphic was made from Olympics.com, about 1 hour after the start of that round, medal matches will begin.
Okay.
Okay. 1 hour from the okay. So yeah, so it probably won't be a super long break.
But those are approximate. That could mean with all the repechage matches, it could roll right into it.
Yep.
It's about 6 a.m. Eastern is when those medal matches will start on Sunday. 5 a.m. is when repechage will start.
Trying to find a picture of this Egyptian guy. Hard to come by.
What type of dance you think Mihan's gonna do when he wins?
It's too bad he doesn't have this Egyptian in the finals, then he could walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah, he's got it. I think he's got a little salsa,
A lot of hip action.
a lot of hip.
I just hope the camera keeps it locked on him.
I know.
We don't pan to a replay. I need to see entire celebration.
And you said it yesterday that he told you.
He told me
He's
Right?
gonna dance for you.
he would dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh.
Do you say it like that?
Yeah, just like that.
When I move, you move.
There's a lot of regret in the chat right now. A lot of disappointment that Gable Stevenson's international career, whether it's over or not, we don't know. But it's not happening right now. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, especially because he never did Greco.
But you know what? Mason Paris, he's making the most of his opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, Gable was like a generational talent and really looked like he could have been on top of the wrestling world for a while, and he chose different career paths, but there's no shame in that. And, who are we to judge anyone for deciding what they want to do with the rest of their life? But in the meantime, let's focus on our guy Mason, who's been doing a hell of a lot of winning. I mean, the guy has a Hodge, he's got a national championship, he's got a world medal now. He's doing a lot of winning for, Gwizdowski was great, Delagnev was great, but Paris is already basically in that same category as those guys.
Mm-hmm.
We were Mason in Paris.
Thank you. Here's a picture of Ming. I cannot find a picture of the Egyptian. There's Meng.
Look at Meng. What a beast.
There's probably one in some other databases, but I don't know. The problem with so this is one of the first things I ever did for Flow in 2016. I was a freelancer, just contracted out, and I needed to write bios and have pictures of every Olympian at the 2016 Rio Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And finding pictures of the Egyptian
big snap.
team was so hard because they all have different variations of the same name. It's like Muhammad, Saeed, Ali, Mustafa, or Kareem is in there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
man.
Oh, we're gonna have some more bleeding.
Oh,
time.
boy. Meng just took the lead, by the way.
Don't worry, Junior Soprano's coming to save the day.
Corrado. And so researching Egyptian, and that's been a running theme ever since then, is researching Egyptian athletes.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Hey, we are back to a debate from yesterday. Karelin or Mian Lopez? Assuming Mian wins here. Who's better?
Well, Mihan, if you want to say who would win if they wrestled, that's a different debate. But Mihan's career is better. That's, I feel like, undeniable. If you get in a fifth Olympic gold.
Yeah, at the top level, but then Karelin was far more consistent because
He competed in Worlds.
All those worlds, yeah.
and all the European championships are way tougher than, no offense, a Pan Am championship.
How dare you? No, you're right.
Just saying.
But Mihan also doesn't do the Pan Am championships either. So.
Yeah, that's also something I don't.
Yeah, he gets somebody else to do that for him.
But theoretically, those are two tournaments every year that, are feathers in the cap for Karelin.
Yeah, give me Mihan.
I think Mihan wins that match.
Also, this reminds me, I was going to mention this. They showed Rulon beating Karelin, and I didn't realize that after he won, he did a cartwheel.
Yes.
Yes, just a cartwheel.
You know what's funny? You know what? This is a good opportunity to tell this around wrestling people. I grew up in Colorado Springs, so I grew up around the Olympic and Paralympic Training Center, but I've never taken the tour until this summer. I was there, took the tour. They tell the story of one wrestler when you go to the wrestling room, and it's Rulon Gardner. That's the one. I'm like, man, they wrote this tour in 2000, the late fall or winter of 2000. They've just been telling the same story ever since, I think.
And they skip all the other wrestlers.
Like, man, we got a lot of other good stories since then. The Rulon story, very good, but I don't know. What about Helen Maroulis?
Yeah.
That's an incredible story. What about Jordan Burroughs? I don't know. We got a lot of good ones. Henry Cejudo. But you know what? They still got the Rulon story. Still living on that one.
Did they tell the part about him almost dying of frostbite and toes?
Nope. They don't even tell the best part of the story.
That was after the Olympics, wasn't it?
It was
that
between
before?
Olympics. I think it was between 2000 and 2004.
Between his gold and
his bronze.
bronze.
Yep.
Okay.
Look at Meng. He's running it up. 5-2. It's like a football score.
Yeah, European football.
Mm-hmm. Was a good go behind Mario Ramirez like that go behind. Yeah, it was good, Mario. He's got 2 of them in this match.
Eight-time African champion, we just heard.
You said that.
This guy's read his Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
I think is that Sean Kenny?
Mm-mm. No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
It does sound like him. Doesn't it?
I thought it was a different guy for NBC.
Well, we're watching
Peacock.
Cock.
NBC is Peacock.
Oh, but
I don't think Sean Kenny does as much NBC. I think they have a different guy for the Olympic stuff.
yeah, I think so too. I don't know. I thought it sounded like him.
What? There was a different guy at the team trials, right?
I don't know. I was there. I didn't watch them on NBC.
Mr. Sheon, by the way, he was struggling with Peacock for a while. Sounds like he's getting it back, but it's lagging. I think, Mr. Sheon, it may be.
I know Jordan Burroughs.
It may be your internet connection.
I know Jordan Burroughs is on the call.
Jason Knapp.
Ah,
ANAPP. They both have great broadcasting
Are you
voices.
sure it sounds like Sean Kenny?
Jason. I've heard of Jason Knapp.
Yeah, I think Jason Knapp also did the Olympic team trials.
Just
Yeah.
see if Sean Kenny's there.
I'm gonna see what he's on Twitter. I'll see if he's.
Okay.
25 seconds left to go. Sean Kenny's favorite style is Greco-Roman wrestling.
That's true.
He told us that at the NCAA championships. DJ is pretty sure it's not Sean Kenny.
Okay.
So take that for what it's worth.
So middle finger for you.
All right. Word in the chat. Is Elor match next? No, 4 matches away.
4 more matches.
We've got the end of this one. Oh, look at that. 5-2 win for Ming. He's got the bronze.
Meng the Merciless. There's another picture of Meng. Same picture, actually. He's your winner. Yeah, I'm on Sean Kenny's Twitter, and he tweets about all the events he goes to, and the last thing he tweeted was the last chance qualifier.
Okay. I was wrong.
There you go. I was wrong about Muhammad winning. Totally didn't happen.
Oh, did you see Meng tried to do the thing where he raised
You raised
his
it.
opponent at fan, and he's like, out of here. Done.
He's like, no, I got to take my shoes off
Well,
real quick before my coach gets
He's like, he's like, no, I will only go mega person with you. No
We're
hand
going to make
raise.
Voltron of Greco heavy. Man, what if you had those two guys doing the Voltron and then another guy
Yeah,
in the middle,
dude, that would make
human
Greco
pyramid
crazy.
and then Mian on top.
Oh, I thought you meant like Greco chicken.
Oh,
Or
chicken
like
fight, like
chicken
in
fight.
a pool,
Yeah.
but just
But on the mat.
on the mat.
260 kilos.
And you fall no raised stage and lots of extra padding.
That could save Greco in America if we.
Make a tag team, and then if one guy falls off, he's out, and then one guy has to
Has to
wrestle
fight
two
the two
guys,
guys.
but they look like Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good to me. Sign me up. Yeah, this is where we theoretically could go to a quick break. I don't know.
Let's take a quick break before we, come back for the heavyweight final.
Stretch the legs.
Run out a super long one, but we'll be back soon. All right, we're back just in time. We got Mian Lopez coming up against his former countryman from Chile. What can you tell us about these guys, Spay?
I can tell you that Mian is going for his 5th Olympic gold medal, which would be a champion, which would be a record for literally any sport, any event. So obviously Michael Phelps has a lot more gold medals in all of swimming, but not in one individual event, like say the 200-meter breaststroke or something. So this would be a first in Olympic history. And he's taking on, like you said, former countryman, used to be of Cuba, Yasmani Acosta. We got a picture of Yasmani there, so you don't have to look at me when we're talking about these guys. He's from Chile. Look at that nice singlet. He's Yeah, I mean, I got the same muscle structure, but less medals also. He was a 2017 world bronze medalist, has a smattering of Pan Am championships, and he's obviously going to medal here at these games. He's 36 years old, whereas Mian Lopez, which there's Mian. I think that should be Mian. It's not coming up anymore. Well, there's a picture of Mian. There's Mian. Yeah, look at that. Mian is 41, so maybe our resident heckler in the chat would like to talk about how old Mian is, because we're actually pretty close in age.
Yep.
He's from Pinar del Rio of Cuba.
There you go. Yeah, this is huge, historic opportunity here for Mian Lopez. Really excited to see what's going to happen, but you know, you got to imagine.
There we go.
There he is. You got to imagine Acosta left Cuba, you know, partly to leave Cuba, but also probably wasn't going to make the team here behind Mian Lopez.
Probably thought, you know, at some point, like, okay, I'm younger, I'll take over at some point, and then realize, like, oh, I'm never taking over.
DJ in the chat reporting that the U.S. men just got gold and bronze in the 1,500 meter. I think that's probably running.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the mile, the metric mile.
Yep.
nice.
Joshua Knight wants to know if Lopez won. He is currently wrestling. It's 0-0, Joshua Knight.
They're only 1 minute in, although if our feed is on delay or something like that,
Could be a little behind.
maybe in the arena, maybe the boots on the ground are Andy Hamilton or Christian Piles can tell us before other people see it on their TV screens.
I don't want spoilers.
Man, here we go.
I don't believe in spoilers. Everybody wants the information.
Mian is he's often, you know, he's good for one gut wrench, and usually that's all he needs, but we'll see.
Yeah, he got the first passivity win against Acosta, so Lopez gets a point, different than freestyle. He's got the gut locked up. Acosta's like, not going to do it. He got me. And he got me. He's going to get another one for good measure here, I bet.
I don't know. He often doesn't care about the second one.
I will say, here's one notch in the belt for Krellin. The reverse lift is a much cooler move than the gut wrench.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, you can look at a highlight of, like, if you were going to show someone highlights of either Mian or Karelin,
You got to go Krellin.
of course you're going Karelin. I've watched those and enjoyed the hell out of them. So 3-0, and will Mian need more than those 3 points? I think he's good.
I'd be surprised. I think he's going to win this match 3-1.
I think so too.
They're two gigantic people.
And Mian makes Acosta look small. Not small, but Mihan's definitely larger.
Oh, yeah, the word on the street that we heard was that Mian was walking around about 150 kilos. JD, did you tell us that?
Yeah.
Now he had to cut down to 130 kilos.
Imagine telling someone, I just got to drop a quick 20 kilo.
Yeah, just 45 pounds. Let me just cut that real quick.
Usually those are for like the Biggest Loser or like the lap band surgery stories or something.
Mm-hmm.
45 pounds.
Helps explain maybe a little bit why he doesn't bother with the World Championships every year.
Nah. What would, like, if everyone here in this room were to lose 45 pounds, think of what your body would have to then look like.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when the last time you weighed what 45 pounds of your current weight would be.
Yeah.
You're like little babies.
Yeah.
And Lopez is like, I was going to lose 45 pounds and wrestle in the Olympics as a 41-year-old man.
No big deal.
I like how he picks the guy, how he picks up, and you're like, you don't know which way I'm going. You can't stop it.
3-0 lead at the break for Mian Lopez.
I like the coaches in the corner for Aosta. Like, nothing you say right now is going to do anything.
No.
You could be being like, all right, so after this match, we got a couple minutes, but I was thinking of some restaurants that we want to go to. Oh, anyway, you got to go now. Here, we're done toweling you off.
Hey, silver medal. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Should be very proud of that.
You guys think Mian going to take his shoes off after this?
I thought he already said he's done.
He did say this will be his last Olympics, win or lose. He told me that.
Had a dinner.
At a dinner.
He told me. Let me see. I think we can put it on the screen. Mihan said in a tweet or something, or UWW put it up there. I'm gonna scroll through all their tweets.
He also told it. I was not joking. He actually did tell me that.
JD, I believe you, but we're talking about Big J journalism over here.
What the hell?
Let's see what's going on in the chat.
What is his name?
Hey, Jason Knapp.
Sean Kelly.
There he is.
I didn't even say Sean Kelly.
Sean Lai says getting
Oh, Mian got him put down again.
4-0. He
Yeah.
doesn't care about this gut wrench. Look at him. He's like, let's just take a quick rest here. I don't think he cares about it. Maybe he does. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
The way he stepped over kind of made me nervous for a second.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, Mihan gets pinned down the last 1 minute, 45 seconds.
how fast do you think Mian Lopez could run a mile?
8
Probably,
minutes?
yeah, not very.
Wood versus
there.
could. I don't think he would run a mile. I don't think he would do it. Like, hey, you need to run a mile. He's like, no, I don't.
I mean, he could. You could pay him enough where he would run the mile. Like a marathon, forget about it. But like,
I mean, you could pay him enough, but why no one's going to pay him enough. He's just not going to do it. When's the last time Mian Lopez ran a mile straight?
it's just 4 measly laps around the track.
When's the last time he did that?
If you really wanted to make him do it, you could figure. He has a price point that's low enough where he would run that mile. He'd walk the. He would stroll it. He would.
That's what I'm saying. He would walk it.
He would marimba the
I could see that.
mile.
I think I don't think this guy's run a mile like since he was like 25.
Yeah, not all at once.
No.
Oh,
Man.
oh, 6-0 now.
He could end this with one gut wrench, but I don't think he's
want
going
to?
to.
It's like, man, I'm tired.
6-0, Mian.
I'm just always amazed whenever they show him like at a break. It never looks like he's really trying that hard. Like never breathing that heavy. Always looks pretty calm. Not sweating that hard either. 30 seconds away.
Man, I cannot wait to see this celebration.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's a celebration.
This guy. Oh, man.
Greatest Olympian of all time. You know, the other crazy thing is this is his 6th Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
He actually made the Olympics as like a 20-year-old. All right, there it is. 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
See
Give
the
us a dance.
Give us a dance.
Zoom out.
Yeah, this camera worker does not understand what he could be missing out on.
Maybe he's gonna do it after.
Looks pretty subdued.
Yeah.
Maybe just the totality of his career and the thought.
No, don't pin to the
Yeah, we don't
fans.
care about the crowd. Get back on Mian.
Yeah.
He may wait till after the hand
he's
raise.
gonna have
He waited till after his hand raise in Rio.
Okay. Here we go.
Now, all right, he's smiling now. Thanks, Aosta. Appreciate you. You're a good Cuban.
Thanks for everything. Oh, here we go. Oh, see, that was the furthest he's run in like.
Oh, his little coach is throws his coach.
He threw the coach.
And then he like really tightened
what
up.
about this coach?
The big boy, the big boy.
Leg foul. He leg fouled this coach. Okay, picking him up.
Turn him out to the center.
And that
Now
was
what's
it.
he
They
gonna
just
do?
drops him, and he's
Okay,
like,
now what? Now what? Come on, there's got to be more.
he just starts beating him up.
No.
Why would stop it?
Oh.
Get off of the loser.
All right,
Show
so there's the
Mian.
Chilean flags, but that's enough. That's not. Even
Show
he's looking at
Mian.
Mian. This is dreadful work. Here we go.
Okay.
What did we miss?
All right, come on, give us something to talk about.
2-hand wave. Finger guns.
Okay, who's this now?
Another coach.
Okay.
Oh, that's a Chilean coach. You got to throw him too.
There he is. Oh, here comes the shoes, maybe. What's he doing?
Getting in referee's
He's-
position.
He's going to dance down there.
He's gonna demonstrate a switch.
Okay. What about the shoes? Okay.
Shoes?
Here we go.
One. There it is.
Now, where's that
Shoe.
coach from Iran? He's going to come stop it.
It comes flying in. RKO's him.
No, you're the savior for Greco.
One shoe. Wait, what if he just psych one shoe and then puts the shoe back on? Look at everybody. Oh, is that Kadir? Far side of the mat.
Please dance.
Could be.
That's it. No more
he
Mian
goes.
Lopez. The weight class can now officially be won by someone else.
Congratulations. Thank you for everything, Mihan.
There it is.
There's the carcass cam.
Look at the shoes, right in the middle of the flame.
It's kind of dead to me. He lied to me.
No dance.
Well, he could have danced in the.
In between.
Yeah.
It's true. We don't know.
They cut away.
There was like 30 seconds
Maybe
there.
he's been looking around the arena for you, and it was
Can
like,
we
well,
ask?
JD didn't
That's
show
true.
up.
Oh, look at the coach. He's
Look at
sobbing.
that guy.
Can we ask? Oh man, he is. Look at him. He just kissed him.
He knows his coaching career just got a lot harder.
Can we ask
And then they cut right to commercial.
the Paris
All right.
boys?
Yeah, ask the Paris boys. While you do that, let's cut to a commercial of our own because we got 68 kilos coming up, but we got a little break first, so we'll be right back. We're back. Look at
Nice long break. They had the medal ceremony. But now the women's 68 kilo medal matches are underway. Obviously starting off with the 2 bronze medal matches. Our first one up here, Turkey versus the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yeah.
Also known as North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
But let's also take a minute to continue to celebrate the great Mian Lopez. We have the picture of him in the singlet, and the singlet is a picture of him. And then on the singlet that Mian is wearing on his singlet is not another picture of Mian, but
No, but I think I did see somebody make an edit that like did the old infinity.
Infinity
Inception.
Mihans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Will hopefully come up soon.
There was some conversation in the chat about the live rights. Do we have the rights to this? No, we don't. This is the watch party. Come watch us, second screen, and look at this.
This is what you get at the watch party. NBC is not showing.
You got three
No,
you got
not
three
allowed to show
Mihans
that.
on that Mihan singlet.
They didn't scrape the internet for Mihan wearing a singlet of Mihan.
Yeah, Mihan's got Mihan on the leg, Mihan on the right leg, the left leg, right there in the torso.
Yo, dog, I hear you like Mihans on your Mihan, so I put a Mihan on your Mihan singlet.
We also have not been able to get confirmation whether he danced or not in that 30-second break.
I heard no. I heard no in our chat from our Parisian friends. Sounds like CP said a classy goodbye, which to me suggests
No crotch chop.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he just said, au revoir, and then waved.
Could you do a classy crotch chop?
Oh, I can do a classy crotch.
JD could. Anybody could.
Man.
Look, the Rio celebration was tasteful, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. It was tasty. The second rush wants to know where we are in the match so he can try to sync up. We're like at 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So
Left in the
4 minutes
period.
left in the match, yeah. Of the bronze medal match. The first bronze medal match.
Yeah, 1-0 just passivity, I believe, unless it was a step out.
Wow, North Korea, best Korea. That's from Batman Sucks. That's what he says.
It's hard to find a metric where you could objectively judge North Korea to be better than South Korea. Like,
Well, I do know one country where they will claim that.
sure, yeah, if you're
In terms of number of dictators,
I mean, and here wrestling,
Yeah,
more
Wrestling.
more medalists, more
That's-
medal matches.
that's true. They
more participants
They
probably.
got better. They got better wrestling than South Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea used to be kind of a power, like pretty on par with Japan with production. South Korea was a little bit better in Greco, Japan a little bit better in freestyle, and then women's were Japan was still a little bit better, but South Korea basically fell off all forms of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, it stinks when you got like a juggernaut in your backyard where like they're just never beating Japan. It's like the easiest country they can probably get to.
Mm-hmm.
For competition. Not a lot of cross competition between North and South Korea, which is another unfortunate aspect of the 48th parallel.
Looking like it's going to be 1-0 headed to the break for Tosun. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
I spoke Tosun.
You got one more, and then it's 3 strikes and you're out, buddy.
all right, we just hit the break in between periods if you're trying to sync up with us just now.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Tosun was Amita Lor's first round opponent. This was who a lot of people, they saw the draw. They said, "Wait a minute, that's the 1 seed. That's a returning world champ." But we knew Amita Lor was going to take her out.
We had faith.
Well, you gotta have faith.
Thank you, George.
How about Amit Elor?
Or Fred Durst.
Stop.
Correct.
Great cover.
I was gonna say, how about Amit Elor saying that she's never really been all that confident that she's a good wrestler
Until now, yeah.
until now.
I think everybody's comment to that is like, all right, well, good luck to the rest of the world now
Yeah,
that
for
Amit's got
real.
confidence because you're never winning again.
Yeah, she won between age level and senior level worlds, 8 of them.
To me, she wasn't a very good wrestler until she made the Olympic finals. That's just the standard I set for myself.
North Korea getting a takedown on the edge. She's going to go up 2-1.
To which many would say, well, JD, that doesn't make you a good wrestler. To which I say, correct.
Okay.
I was not a good wrestler.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
thumb in the singlet.
Yep. Pak here now leading 2-1, but Pak, the North Korean wrestler, got in a little bit of trouble and was showered with boos from the fans after she was losing by about 8-0, something like that, right, to the Indian wrestler in one of the earlier rounds, and then proceeded to try to like break her arm, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
And, India, you have to, when no illegal moves are being called, you got to be able to fight through those type of adversity. But wasn't to be, and North Korea got the win. Yeah, it's still 2-1, a little under 2 minutes to go. I don't have a good picture of Pak. I don't think they exist.
Yeah, even her match with Meat didn't last too long.
No.
Too many photo ops there.
Somebody in the chat pointing out. Oh, Uncle Hefe pointing out. 1 Tosun, 2 Pac.
Hmm?
It's 1 Tosun, 2 Pac. Just a score. I don't know what you
Tupac.
think. 2 Pac.
All right.
What?
Spay didn't like that one.
That's the score, Spay.
Yeah.
Spade doesn't get it.
Yeah, over my head.
Spay, you might be too old to know this, but Tupac was a famous rapper from the 90s.
Who do you think you're talking to, JD?
Pawpaw, that's who I'm talking to.
Yeah, Tupac would be 60 or something now.
He'd probably be running around the Olympics with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Martha Stewart checking out horse dancing.
And Flava Flav.
Yeah. Here's a picture of Tupac. She's trying to do that's kind of a modified arm spin, but
That looks legal to me.
yeah, legal. Definitely looks like it could
Hurt.
yeah. But I'm definitely not an illegal move there, but Elor fought through that.
All right. Under a minute to go.
Still
Freeze frame.
Freeze frame.
Great stance. 2 stances.
2 stances, 2 Pacs.
You got a little eye poke.
Who do you think Pac was waving to over there?
I think she was just shaking out her arms a little bit.
Okay. You don't see that often. The straight up shake him out.
Pac has such a wide stance.
Tosun with that big underhook now.
She throw it by. She's can't get stuck in these positions when you're trailing. Just chew up clock. If you're by the edge there.
That's all grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey
Yeah.
wanted that point, but it's all grounded.
Yeah, you got to know that's not going to count. You got to smarten up, Tupac.
There you go, Spay.
Now you're
Now you're starting to understand.
Those are daggers. I'm rolling right at you. Yeah, but I don't know what the strategy's about. Well, you got to stay up on your feet.
She's gonna get it.
3, 2, 1.
What are they gonna say?
They didn't award anything.
You know they're challenging this.
Yeah.
This is gonna take. Yeah.
Across the body. I don't know.
North Korea doesn't look
close.
happy. Yep, they gave 2.
Yeah, that's takedown.
Yeah.
And
Well, North hasn't thrown a YOLO challenge yet.
Man,
They just have a no challenge policy.
They just don't believe in them. They're like the challenges are a tool of the Western devils.
North Korea just. I mean, she just tried to stand in there and evade for the last minute, and
I gotta say, I didn't really like either of the strategies.
neither of the strategies were good. But at least Tosun was trying something.
That's true. Now, will we get a challenge? I would be shocked.
No challenge.
There have been 3 North Korea matches.
Challenge?
There
What
have
do
been
you
3
do?
North Korea
I'm
matches.
pretty
that
sure North Koreans they're trained to respect the decisions of those who are in authority.
Yeah, right. It's just you get the wall if you try to challenge our authority. All right, well here, now we got a great picture of Tosun celebrating, and it's not too soon anymore.
Nope.
The appropriate time to
Just
show
on
her.
time.
It's an older pic. That's when she won a world championship last year. But there she is.
Some bystanders saying that Pac was robbed, but I don't know. I mean,
She still got the arm. That's with
Yeah,
2
but-
seconds.
she's across the hip. She's got to control that other ankle. I don't
I
know.
would like to see a couple seconds before that.
Yeah.
And even if you have the arm, I think-
match.
I'd be fine with about a minute of blood time and then clean up, a couple reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're flat on your stomach and you're just trapping the
Yeah.
arm and you have no control and you're not, no real control, you can't make your opponent do anything. Like that's parterre you gave up too.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good for Turkey. They're a good federation like across the board. They put resources into wrestling. It's important to their culture historically.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see them get some wins. Now we got a little break. Maybe a quick break. Come back.
So we're going to take a break as well in between each of these matches. When Peacock cuts to a break, we're going to cut to break. So we'll be back in just a minute or two with the next bronze match.
Good.
Okay, and we're back with our second bronze medal match at 68 kilos. Ozaki coming to the mat now. This is the woman a lot of people expected a meet to have in the finals, but she was on the opposite side of the bracket. She lost. Obviously, she's now going for bronze against Blessing Oborodudu.
Tokyo silver medalist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's who Tamira beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this could be a good one.
It's going to be interesting to see. Tamira was so dominant when she went out. Won the Olympic gold medal. Had a little hiccup in Tokyo the same year. It's tough to, or in Oslo when she did the World Championships right after.
Mm-hmm.
It was only a couple-month break. And then absolutely dominated the next year and then went to UWW. I mean, WWE. Wasn't UW. A lot of W's involved there. But if we go from a dominant wrestler like Tamira right at her peak, right to the next best dominant wrestler at that weight class, who's now
Try and stop us, world.
20 years old.
We own 68 kilos.
Got to do that at every weight class. Now Mason Paris has to do what Gable Steveson did. It'll be good.
He's going to do it.
Spencer Lee. No, Thomas did one. Aaron Brooks has to do what David Taylor did.
Mm-hmm.
Pippa X wants to know, when is the next U.S. wrestler going to be wrestling? And it's Amelia Lore. She's on deck. So I don't know about.
And that'll be the final match of this session.
I don't know, yeah, 7-8 minutes, something like that, probably. Little one match, one break. Batman Sucks accusing us of taking more breaks than a Kit Kat factory. So
It would
there you
never.
go. Oh, look at that
this.
dump.
Could be sooner.
Man, I was curious about just the size of Abora-Dudu and her strength, but man, that was nice dump. Looked like no issue with the power.
Well, because Ozaki's coming up from 62
Mm-hmm.
to 65, so definitely not the biggest, 68.
I've been hearing good things about Jordan Burroughs on the mic. I can hear him now starting to do the commentary.
Mm-hmm. He's a pro. You got to imagine he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Here's a picture of Blessing how do you say it? Abdu or Dudu?
Abora-
Yeah, you got it.
Abora-Dudu.
Dudu.
B first.
Bora, I was mixing that up. Anyway, I messed that up. There's Blessing. Different hairstyle on the mat right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got pics of Ozaki coming up.
Were you guys surprised Ozaki only got 2 on that dump? Did you think maybe 4 was in play?
I missed it.
I didn't think she landed in danger.
It does always feel a little bit wrong when you get a takedown and they do kind of go to their back and it's like exposure. I think that's just my folk style brain.
Yeah, they give you the exposure points and then
The worst is when you hold somebody for so
Yeah.
long on their back and you only get 2 points.
Right.
Remember when they used to do the hold them for 5, you get an extra 1 point?
I like that.
I kind of do too, because there is a difference between darn near almost pinning someone and then just like gut wrenching them.
There's Ozaki. Picture of her for you guys. It's also from last year. Hairstyle looks pretty similar.
She's got it dyed in the back. I don't know if you see that.
A red, white, or was it red, white, and blue?
Red, white, and blue.
Maybe for France.
Maybe for USA. Maybe she's
That'd be crazy, but I got another pick here. This is, I don't know if you guys saw UWW put out a bunch of Path to Paris. They followed a bunch of wrestlers, did a lot in Kyrgyzstan, did a lot of Japanese wrestlers. But this is Mrs. Ozaki. This is her mom, and she has a little dog there. They're dog people. They showed the day in the life of
wow. It's a good dog sweater.
Nonaka Ozaki, and she went out with her two dogs, a 13-year-old and a 1-year-old. It was very adorable. And there's mom with the little dog sweater.
The dog is 13, and the other 2 dogs, one's 13.
One's 1 and one's 13.
Do you remember their names or no?
One was like no, it was like Tum Tum and like old guy or something.
Okay.
Yep.
Old Tum Tum.
Spade, you're doing a great job, especially during the break. That's great content to have.
Yeah.
What?
Just all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
information. I'm serious. It was great.
Well, I was trying to get on that crazy sleep schedule that we'll be on now for the next week, and I was trying to tire myself out. I just started putting on YouTube videos, and then I got into the UWW rabbit hole for all the videos that they were doing.
Yeah. Manny Mejia Fitness and Motivation is watching from Anaheim, California. So, howdy.
What's up, Anaheim? That's where Tyler Meisinger's from.
L.A.
That's right. Orange County.
Yep.
I mean, that actually is accurate. They're both from the same county,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
which I consider part of LA.
Disneyland.
The Disneyland is also in LA.
Mm-hmm. Right there in the heart of LA, downtown LA.
Mm-hmm. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
Mm-hmm.
they play in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Blessing's on the clock now, too. So she's going to be down 3-0 if she can't score.
She really hasn't even come close to scoring.
Susaki almost had that other takedown, too. Kind of surprised she didn't finish that one.
Yeah, you'd think she'd want to get some insurance points after what happened
Yeah.
earlier.
Ooh, Ben Watcher 143 wants to know if there's a flow equivalent in any other country. I don't think so. I think we're kind of worldwide. There's some good wrestling coverage around the world.
Yeah, they usually do different things that Flow does. It's hard to think of someone that does everything, like the
Streaming
broadcast.
and,
Yeah, some places do some of their own events
Russia's probably actually the closest.
with
They have a wrestling TV website.
Mm-hmm.
And then between Rest Rus and Rest Dag, you can kind of get a lot of Russian wrestling news.
Restag might be the best, just like pure wrestling from like a journalism standpoint. I mean, they go to all the clubs and they try to interview people. They put up results.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in Russian, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
Google Translate these days makes it way easier than, I don't know, 10 years ago you were just kind of screwed.
We got a listener, Feydan Zainal, calling in from Azerbaijan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I like Ozaki's chances here. I haven't seen Blessing do much to.
No. Yeah, 25 seconds to go, and you know what? Even when Japan gets beat in the early rounds, it's tough to keep them off the podium.
Mm-hmm. Susaki's going to be in repechage. She'll have to win 2 matches to get a bronze.
Larry Steele, time for the Amit show. You're right, Larry.
That's right.
Coming right up.
This is it. Nonaka Ozaki. We got a picture of her holding a flag. This is when she won Worlds last year. She beat 2 Americans in back-to-back World Championships in the finals. Kayla Miracle at 62, went up to 65, beat Macy Kilty. And then she lost to, how do you say it, Zumana Zarova of Kyrgyzstan, who Amit will wrestle next. But she gets the next best thing after missing out on a finals match. That's the thing with the Olympics that we're seeing with these upsets is you got to get there first. Once you're there, who knows what happens.
Larry Steele wants to know if anybody else feels like the hat I'm wearing was designed upside down. It could have been. That's part of what makes it good, I think.
What hat? Oh, that you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like Larry Steele wants to know if the hat he's wearing.
No, he wants to know. He wants to know if the hat I'm
Hey
wearing.
guys, is the hat I'm wearing upside down? Maybe you put a pick in there. I don't know if you can do that, but
DJ thought that earlier. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was a cool feature. The function of the design was the designer was upside down when he did it.
what's the? Oh, because you put the stars on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
normally the stars go on the side.
Maybe he's thinking about like how bats would look at it when they're sleeping.
Yeah. Or maybe it's meant to be worn backwards.
That wouldn't change anything.
I could be wearing it upside down. For all I know.
Are we doing a
It's
quick,
like a- it's
quick
meant to be
break, or are
like-
we just going to power through?
Let's take a quick break.
Quick
We'll
break.
be right back.
And we're back, and a meet is underway. We are 10 seconds into our gold medal match.
No, this is a
Nope,
replay.
that's the replay.
I was like, that would be a minute 10. That kind of freaked me out. I
It
was
did for a second.
Yeah. What did we miss? No, it's her beating up Pac from North Korea.
So, sorry, Tupac.
Hey, I got a quick
You fell to 5th place.
callback to the Iranian Greco guys that we were watching earlier. We got a nice heads up from Persian Sports, Persian_sports handle at Twitter. There are Arab Iranians that live in the south where a lot of those Greco guys were from, but the Greco guys are Bakhtiari, which are in the north of that province on the western side of Iran, and it's one of the old Iranian ethnicities. So thank you, Persian Sports, for that update. And now you guys know, Greco guys are from that part, Mazandaran, mostly freestyle.
yeah.
Now you know.
Thank you.
Amita Lore getting ready to walk out to the mat. And while she does, we got a controversy in the chat that we could maybe, Spay, that you can solve.
Love to.
The accusation from Batman Sucks is that we have to keep taking so many breaks because you have developed a nasty smoking habit. Is it? Can you confirm or deny?
Is it developed? What does he think I developed it like once the Olympics started and I get all nervous and I'm like, guys, I gotta go out.
I don't know the full theory. He said you're up to 2 packs a day. I don't know, like
2 packs a day.
that's what he said.
Man, that's like physically hard to do. Like,
That would
I wouldn't be able to do this job. I wouldn't be able to like sit through the
It would explain all the breaks.
Yeah.
every like waking hour. I'd have to smoke a couple cigs at least.
Space's voice would be sounding a lot different.
Yeah.
If that was the case.
Sound like RFK Jr. telling a story about mirror carcasses or whatever. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to get political, but that was ridiculous.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go. We got Amita
Spig,
Lore gold medal match.
Give us the lowdown on Amit's opponent.
Oh, yeah, she had a kind of an up and down last couple years. John, you posted a good thing where it was like, she had a really strong 2021, but then after that,
I think she got hurt
yeah, there was
last year, maybe.
she got hurt at a Worlds and she wasn't able to wrestle her Japanese opponent, which I don't think was Ozaki. So it was like last year, maybe 2022, we didn't see that battle, and now she seems to be back in rare form. She's obviously going to get an Olympic medal, but we hope it's only silver.
There's a question in the chat. Did Amit switch coaches? Yes, she did. Her coach is Sarah McMahon, who was part of the first U.S. women's Olympic team in 2004. That was the first year that women's wrestling was sanctioned in the Olympics. And the story that we heard, that our man Andy Hamilton heard, is that I believe it was last year, Sarah McMahon was part of one of the, I think maybe the junior world team or the U23 world team. And at that world championships, a lot of people got sick, and Sarah McMahon ended up being in a role where she was really taking care of a lot of people, and Amit and her connected then. And I think they live kind of close to one another in California, and Sarah McMahon's kind of been her coach ever since. And Sarah McMahon's played a huge role in Amit building her confidence. And it's hard to believe she didn't, have a lot of confidence in herself until this year. But Sarah McMahon's been a big part of that. And so, yeah, coaching change. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's been a good coaching change for Amit.
All right, so it's been an excellent Olympics for the American women so far. Sarah's in the finals. She went 3-0. Amit has gone 3-0, so it's 6-0. We're trying to go 7-0. And Zhumana Zarova goes on the activity clock first.
Oh.
Shot right off the whistle.
Amit's really been controlling ties, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, Jumana Jarova just trying to lock on with that whizzer. She does not want Amit to get this go behind.
Yeah, shin whizzer, but if Amit can keep ratcheting up the pressure.
Oh.
Yes,
There you go.
takedown.
There you go.
And she's going to get the point for the activity clock, so she's going to go up 3-0.
Yeah, I really like that change in the rule where it used to be if your opponent scored and you're on the clock, then the activity clock goes out, but then, it's supposed to be on the person where it's counting down. So now it doesn't matter if there's points on the board or whatever. You score, that clock keeps going. Your opponent's clock, anyway. Now that's exactly how Amit wanted to start this this match. Man, I can't imagine. 20 years old and you're in the Olympic finals.
She's also just for 20. She's so poised.
Yeah.
You know, she's always wrestled really composed. Doesn't get out of position and doesn't like rush things. And I don't know how you develop that at such a young age.
Yeah, knowing when to pressure. So your opponent gives you this, you threaten them with the whip over, they hunker down, you start looking for an angle, short offense. Doesn't want to force it here, so no points in short time, but 3-0 lead at the break. Someone as young as Amit doing this is kind of fun because she's been, internationally active for the entire time I've been covering wrestling now professionally. We're just following it really closely, and it is fun to see guys in high school like grow up in the sport as you're studying it and watching it and covering it. And was lucky enough to be at some tournaments that she won, some age level things, and yeah, the poise was always there, the attitude, the very professional manner. I mean, she still was a teenager, had a lot of personality, but when it came to time to wrestle, she was all business. 3 minutes away.
See what she does here. I'm curious if
Using this 2-on-1 pretty much the entire match.
I'm curious if Zhimanarova is going to try to force some action here because I don't know. She's got to do something.
Yeah, 2-on-1, then just pulling it down in a front headlock.
Yeah, when does she start going for some higher risk moves? I really like how Amit not only controlling the ties, but has the height advantage. Has Zhimanarova here
Underneath.
bent
Yeah.
over, yeah. Because if nothing else, you force her to wrestle into a better position before she can then get to her setup and attacks, and that's just going to chew up more clock. Under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
One more score would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be good.
If she could just get 7 more points,
Yeah.
without giving up any.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
really quickly end the match.
But yeah, then you got some points to play with, and you don't have to sweat too much.
Yeah, she has kind of been chilling.
She's not afraid to do that. She's a little bit like Mian Lopez in that way. She could. I mean, people are saying it in the chat all the time, but that she's going to be the GOAT. She could have a Mian Lopez type career, but obviously, you got to win one at a time and
Yeah,
figure it out.
Susaki is the great. I mean, that just changes all sorts of conversations. You have to bring that up now. Like, all right, well, here was the next GOAT, Yui Susaki. Was winning national championship or world championships as a 17-year-old.
Our man Kyle Klingman was on his show with Andy Hamilton, and they were talking about he's almost offended when someone considers like a wrestler a favorite to win the Olympics because he's like, it's so hard to do that you can be favorite, but to like say it's good, she's gonna win it hands down or whatever is just like sort of belittles the difficulty of the task.
Yeah, Buvaisar Satiev, he didn't get through unscathed.
30 seconds to go now.
This is crazy.
Oh.
She can pop her head, pop her head, go
See
backwards,
that.
backwards.
Yep. You don't need to force it.
20 seconds.
Under 20. No.
Oh, Zhimanarova is really going for some new stuff.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
Such
all
bad
she
position.
had.
Try a headlock.
Yeah, baby. 3, 2,
Amita Lore.
There she is. Wow.
go.
Incredible. Now she's officially the youngest American Olympic gold medalist of all time in wrestling.
Now it's time to do some posting. Let
go.
people know.
Oh, yeah, make the sausage over there. We got this, Sausage Factory Spay. This is great.
Factory Spay.
This is great. Man, incredible. And it's just the first day of medals.
There we go. We'll show you guys what's about to go onto your feed.
Oh, man. You guys are getting a sneak peek at this.
before anyone else on social media.
Look at that. Wow.
20-year-old Amina Lore wins gold in Paris.
What a beast.
Well, what a day for Team USA, for wrestling as a whole. Potential future phenom. And Midalore, Yui Susaki goes down. 5-time Olympic gold. First time ever. Crazy day from Paris. And it was only the first full day of wrestling. You know, your first is day 2, but first day of medals.
Yeah.
So
Here's what I'm looking forward to for tomorrow. We got Dom Parrish in the mix. We got Peyton Jacobson. After session 1 tomorrow, we're going to get brackets for Helen Maroulis, Spencer Lee, Aaron Brooks. Those are all coming out. And then Sarah Hildebrandt going for gold. It's going to be a great day tomorrow.
And on that note, we will see you all tomorrow for our afternoon session that gets underway at 11:15 a.m. Central Time. Figure out your own time zone.
See you guys.